fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live. Okay.
Cruising with Steve. Get in, sit down, buckle up. Cruising with Steve. Get in, sit down, buckle up. Cruising with Steve.
Welcome back to Cruising with Steak. Gripsteak here, coming at you live on Grimerica FM. It is Tuesday. What's the date? February 11th, 2020. There's primaries going on, but we don't give a shit about that because you're here and we have an amazing show coming at you. Tons of information, tons of everything. We got big announcements to make. Maybe halfway through, around the hate mail time. We got all sorts of stuff going on. Tons of exciting things. It's the most awesome show ever. And joining us tonight, he's my number one king, the number one man, my man, James Cruz. What's up, James?
James Cruz.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, man. That's perfect. That is perfect. Oh, man. Just a great night. Tuesday night. We're here.
Hell
It's going to
yeah.
be fun. Gonna kick ass, gonna take names, gonna talk into a mic for 2 hours. And we also got Mr. That Guy with us.
Yeah, you're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
God, perfect. Bidenism's coming out right off the bat. And we're also joined by Beastra Bill.
What's going on, everybody? Love you guys. If you're not listening live, then you are definitely missing out.
You're missing out.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Come on, you're missing out. Get in these chats, have some fun.
Yeah.
And rounding it out, small show tonight, 5 people, small show tonight. We got, and rounding out Mellow Horse. What's up, buddy?
How are you?
That wasn't even a recording.
No, that wasn't. That was perfect. Oh, man, everything's great. Everything's going great. So here we are, guys. We got fucking Tuesday night cruising with Steak.
Let's go to Iraq.
Let's go to Iraq. Oh, Jesus. Man. There's
That
primaries
guy,
happening.
you ruined my night.
Dude, that guy
Oh, yeah.
made a bunch of Trump sound bites, custom Trump sound bites.
Oh, yeah.
Primary, more
Let's just run through them. Let's run through them, James. Let's hear them.
Nobody's ever heard these before.
bullshit.
That was a good one. I like that.
They're, they're the
Political bullshit.
Yeah.
they're the most superlative nouns to have ever verbed.
Yes.
Steak. That's
gonna be my new ringtone.
Oh, God. Jesus.
Welcome, world.
They're perfect.
Oh, what's up, Jer? Welcome, Jer.
Hey, Jer.
Sorry I'm late.
The baby.
Oh, that's all right.
Execute the baby.
What is that? Play that one again. Hold on.
That's what they say at Eyes Wide Shut parties.
Execute the baby.
Oh, these are good. These are good.
We'll beat the shit out of them.
Jesus.
Let them beat the shit out of ISIS also.
What is this from?
It's just that guy was
He clicked
nice
him.
enough to just send him on. He's sending him on over, man. Yeah. So now I'm just kind of doing a little rundown. They're
Where'd
pretty
you-
funny.
Where'd you get them from?
I got him from a shoe salesman in Poughkeepsie.
Knock the hell out of them.
I think that guy wiretapped Trump's bedroom.
I hope so.
That's a
What he
pussy.
says.
I hope that's what happened.
Melania says, "What are you going to do to my pussy? I'm going to beat the shit out of it."
Oh, God.
What the hell are we doing?
We
Titties
fucking
a pussy.
nodding.
Titties.
Titties. All right.
This is gonna be like the whole show.
Dude, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
How do you go wrong?
The drugs from pouring in.
Oh, yeah. I got that one already.
Well, let me play some Kent Dunn ones.
Yeah.
Oh, Ken Dunn clips, jeez. I love what's going on right now. I mean, I said at the opening we're not going to talk about the primaries, but I kind of want to talk about them because right now Bernie's like he's like 6 points ahead of everybody, and then all they're talking about is Klobuchar and Pete. That's all the media is talking about. This whole Bernie blackout's got me thinking twice. Like, what's going on? What is going on?
That's true, and it's the whole Democratic primaries and convention and all that stuff it's going to end up being like whose line is it anyway? Where there's they make up the rules and the points don't matter.
I mean, yeah. Drew Carey's just going to be out there giving everybody millions of points.
That's who should host it.
He's the moderator. Yeah. It's crazy. It's all nonsense. If you vote, you're crazy anyway.
Jim Carrey's brother.
Who, Drew Carey?
Yeah.
No,
Drew Carey. Drew Carey show. He's the host of Price is Right now.
Yeah, but he's not Jim Carrey's brother.
Is he?
No,
But we don't know.
He's not.
His cousin.
So I want to test my new thing.
Uh-oh.
I've already been up to the Hell Planet.
Oh, that works. He's already been up to the Hell Planet.
Did you actually hear that?
Yeah, it came through.
Yeah.
It actually played.
Wait,
So Zoom. Because on Linux they finally added to where you could.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's always been available for Windows. I saw that you posted that the other day. That's awesome.
I got to figure out how to get it so I can hear it. Here we go. So now, if I do this,
Nope, we don't get it then.
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
So
You
it either
had one
plays.
job.
It either plays to us or it plays to you. It seems that's what you're getting. It. You can't get best of both worlds. But this seems like another time to troubleshoot. Cruising with Steak. Here we are.
Because they don't want them to be alive.
Jesus Christ.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that came
Why
through.
would KGB agents be found dead?
Suzanne, I don't know you were here.
Because they don't want them to be alive.
God, was that Suze?
They are ringing this
don't
planet.
They're ringing it.
Rang like a bell.
God.
Funny, the fun is just beginning.
this quantum shift. What's going on right now?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Man, I'll tell you what, the cabal never gives up, do they?
No, they don't.
This is the one. This is the one where
I'll tell you what. Them damn I'll tell you what. Them Rothschilds and Rockefellers, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you, man, they're better than a B movie. You know that?
So how loud is it? How loud are you hearing it?
It's great levels.
Yeah, the levels are
Great levels.
Oh, but it's just
'Cause
ridiculous.
I think if I turn it up anymore, see, it's playing on my external speaker. And if I turn it up more,
I'll tell you what.
you're gonna get a
Them damn
double.
I'll tell you what. Them Rothschilds and Rockefellers, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you, man, they're better than a B movie. You know that?
Anyway, yeah, it works.
Awesome. Where did that come from?
I clipped it from a quantum shift show.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, what the fuck?
Why are there two B struts in here?
Two B
Oh,
struts.
I was
He
on.
came-
Because one is never enough. One is never enough.
By the
Yeah.
way,
You can never have too much Strutner.
aloha, motherfuckers.
Aloha?
So for the people in the chats and listening on the live stream, he's giving us the finger. I think he was good.
If you watch the first episode of Rock and Key, you'd know what that means.
Aloha, motherfuckers. Yeah. It's a great show.
Suzanne can't
tried
make
to
it
watch
tonight. Her
it.
headphones
Couldn't
broke.
get into it. Who, mine?
No,
Do you still
Suzanne's-
hear me?
Yeah, dude, you're coming
Oh.
through fine. No,
All right, cool.
no, Suzanne's headphones broke, so she can't make it tonight.
Oh, dude.
Man,
God damn it, Suze.
yeah, that's all right.
I was
So,
lonely.
What do you got, Bill? You got a
Did you guys-
topic? Give me something.
yeah. Did you guys hear that Jesse Smollett got indicted
Yes,
today?
I did.
Yes!
I did hear
Wow.
that. A year later.
That's
Thank
true
you.
justice.
By a dude I actually know, Dan Webb.
Dan Webb indicted
What about him?
Jesse Smollett.
He's the guy. He's the attorney general or attorney that indicted him.
It's the special prosecutor guy?
Yeah, Dan.
You know
Webb.
him? Really?
He's a friend of our families. Yeah.
Cool.
How, do you have any like insider information? Did Trump like personally call on him or what?
What's the purpose of this happening now? Though?
I haven't seen that guy in 30 years.
Oh, okay.
Is this
You
just
know
like
the name.
is this the grind or the gears of the law just grind very slowly? Is that what this is? But why is this coming out now? Is there some other kind of
They're ripping the
Because
shit out of the
we hit peak woke. Okay.
okay?
Yep.
We're on the downslope now, and
That
it's
is
all
true.
It's all coming back to roost.
It seems
It's
like
all happening.
woke culture is seeming to die.
People,
Well,
I feel it leaving.
I think that after the impeachment bullshit was done with, I think all the dominoes are starting to fall. Because
well, yeah, he can be we can go on the offensive now.
exactly.
Hmm.
And by we mean the listeners of Cruising with Steak. Yeah.
Normal people.
Yes, normal people. There's no.
Citizens of the Republic of Here.
CRH.
I feel like we're laughing it off with like memes and like.
That's what you
gifs
should
about
do,
it.
man. It's all bullshit. All this is just control
I feel like
mechanisms.
we're dealing with the
It's that
majority.
laughing off, Mellow Horse, that allows us to reflect it back.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
And that
just like-
reflecting is being
What
absorbed
the
by
hell are
them
we
because because they are quote unquote offended by it. So they absorb it in that energy, and they just sour it. It just destroys them.
It's just.
That's why you laugh at a demon and it'll go away.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Don't give it power. Just laugh at it.
Absolutely. You're just like,
Laugh at
fuck, this is. You're like, fuck, this is weird. And
Jitty.
they're like,
You're funny looking. Nice teeth.
yeah.
Everything's demons.
If you ever got a demon face to face, all you gotta do is just laugh and then try to give it a hug.
You ever meet any demons face to face, Mellow Horse?
I met Nancy
thought it was
Pelosi once.
What I thought was a demon, yes, and then I did see something when I was fucking sober one time behind a car. I think I already told the story.
Probably.
But yeah,
But we don't remember it, so
Yeah, does anybody remember anything? I mean, this show's made for repeating stories.
I do
Sober
remember
behind a car.
retell that.
There was some kind of figure that was watching me, and I had a feeling to just turn around, and I did, and there was about 25 feet away from me behind this truck, some red thing that was just peeking over the car. I don't know what it was, but it was there. It was absolutely there, and
remember this
something
story.
made me turn around and look at it, and then recognized it, and it gave me this look, but it didn't really have a face. It just gave me this look. I can't just. It's sounds so fucking stupid, and it doesn't make sense. It gave me this look, but it didn't have a face of oh fuck, it sees me, or it gave me the vibe. You know what I mean?
Right.
You knew you had
dipped
its
behind the
attention.
car. Yeah, it dipped behind the car, ducked down. I saw it curve and duck down, oh shit. And then I ran over there.
You ran
over
as one would
ran
do. Yeah.
I ran over there and I was like, "Oh, get the fuck away from me!"
You ran it and told it to fuck off.
Yeah, it did. Dude, I don't know what it was. I don't know if that's a demon. I don't know if it was just my head. I have no idea. But nothing has ever happened since then like that.
Well, maybe. I mean,
So-
it could just be an otherworldly entity. It does. It's strange. I mean, the word demon. It's almost. It describes something. I don't quite know. Just demon seems very Christian to me. I don't know.
Which I don't really jive with anymore. I was raised that way, but I don't think it's like that. I don't think that they're servants of the devil. I don't even think that shit's real. Really.
No, yeah.
Well, no, I think there's adversaries. I'm pretty sure there's adversaries.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
There's definitely bad things, but to say that I truly believe that there is God, and then there is the devil. I think there's a lot more that we don't understand, and that's just kind of a way that we've been able to translate it into word.
See, I think those things are things that we've co-created.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like a different name for a different face.
No, it's a construct.
Different name for the same face.
Because we live in a co-creative reality, so things that we all believe in manifest. And
so if nobody would have ever came up with the concept, it wouldn't even be a real thing.
But I would wait. I just wanted to add to that. Demons, in my view, are just energetic forces that can influence people,
right?
Influence consciousness. So,
well, what about ghosts? Aren't ghosts supposed to be leftover, entrails of human spirits as opposed to something that's otherworldly?
Personally, I think ghosts are just reconstructions of consciousness.
Yeah, it's just energy left on an energetic imprint left on the fucking background that just pops up every now and then.
And through your consciousness, you create whatever thing that was.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an interactive thing.
Are you co-creating with that piece that was left behind from somebody's?
I don't think so. I think it's more of you pick up the energy and then you recreate it.
Yeah, but but with a house that you don't know has anything in it, but then it does. Like what the fuck is that?
Well, we're like radios, man. We have antennas on us that just pick up the energy. We pick everything up.
You don't have to know who died to see a ghost.
Well, yeah. I'm saying,
but to see a ghost,
See, those ghosts are usually wearing masks and they're people anyway, sabotaging something.
Yes.
Would totally have gotten away with it if it weren't for those pesky kids.
I've never
kids.
Never seen an apparition, but I'm sure shit's been around me. You just feel that shit.
I've seen one ghost in my life.
Oh, like full form apparition, Jer?
Yep. Well,
and
the top half. In the house I lived in Chicago, there was a third floor who the grandmother of the family that lived there before died in this room. And at some point in my life, I moved into that room because it had a bathroom. There were two rooms. It was a huge bedroom. And one night I woke up, I woke up to go pee or something. Well, no, I remember what it was. I heard a noise. I heard like a door. There was a door on, so I can't explain this. To walk up to the third floor, you'd have to go up a half a set of stairs, and then you turn, and then you go up the other half, right? And at that landing, there was a door that was loud. And I heard that door slam. And I looked, and I saw someone coming up the stairs, and I thought it was my mom. And then when I fully sat up, the person was walking back down the stairs, and I heard the door slam again. And I ran after, and there was nobody there. My parents were in their bedroom.
That's crazy.
So apparently I saw grandma.
Ran after it too.
How old were you?
12.
Okay.
11? That seems to be the age, like around that.
It's funny.
Puberty age.
Dude, remember that whole thing? Remember when we were at Crypticon? Like everybody's story, it was highly relatable. Like that age range. Like
I went and crawled in bed with my brother in his twin bed and slept there the rest of the night. And it scared me that much.
Interesting.
Scared me too, especially at that age.
Yeah.
Like when you're just starting to get used to being a human, barely, and you're like, what the fuck? And everyone's like,
and I'm sure it would scare me today, but
it's funny
about it.
You mentioned that lock and key. It's kind of like that. Like it's like this believing in this construct. Like the older you get, and you're not really, magic. That's just funny kid shit, But when you were a kid, the world, it was your oyster. Sky's the limit, right?
You don't know what you don't know.
Exactly. So as a person gets older, that fades away, and it's harder for the adult to connect.
Yeah, man, you get the programming in you. You get the programming hard in you.
This is why I stopped reading books.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Well, it's true. Every book programs thoughts into you. That's true because the word is fucking magic right there, writing that shit down.
It's word art, right? It's like spells, it's sorcery. Yeah. It's like
spelling.
They do a couple things in that show, kind of along the lines of this stuff we've been talking about, and the same thing with demons. Every damn show I've been watching lately, I mean, every single thing is all demons.
I know.
Or
watched
the
two
idea
things.
of a demon or whatever their construct is. Yeah.
I watched two things last night. I don't remember. One of them
Yeah.
was Legends of Tomorrow, but I forgot what the other one was. And they both
A lot of
had
demons in that show. Yeah.
demon possession and exorcism in both of them. Like,
Oh
what
my
the
God.
fuck?
Do you think that maybe this whole shift with demons and everything is coming? Because in the past, we used the church to control people, and we'd get their money, and just everybody was fucking a part of the church. And now it's like the church doesn't exist, but we worship TV, and now they're using a more demonic or like magical. Like it just seems like things are going more towards the occult, and it's going back to these more pagan ways before the church was instilled. And you have people spending money on that shit.
How do you say it's more pagan than co-opting a bunch of pagan holidays?
Well, okay, yeah,
for
I mean,
church
obviously
holidays?
Christianity was, but yeah, they had to co-op it so they could get the people in. You can't get people to just join up unless you co-op their shit and say no, this is kind of the same thing,
I just came up with a great exit plan. VR church services.
Jesus Christ, James.
Dude,
I bet
it's
they're doing
on.
it already.
They're retiring tomorrow.
They
It's
already
over.
got
We'll just take everybody's money. That's all. They're just going to give it to us.
Well, semantics aside, that guy. I mean, okay, so the church was pushing, fear porn for so long. You're like, okay, if you don't do this, you're going to burn in hell forever.
Yeah.
And now that everybody's fallen away from the church, in general, that the next medium that they have is television, to tell us this, to make us live in fear.
And then
so
when
That's that's kind of the meeting place. That's where people go for knowledge and entertainment and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that is our culture. Our culture is let's go to work and sit, go home and sit in front of the TV for 8 hours a day. And,
Materialism. Yeah, let me buy my
Exactly.
things. Let me go on my cruises and get fucking killed by Wuhan. Like, come on, it's just fucking crazy.
Just like I promised, right?
What's
Shop solely through Amazon.
Yeah, Jerry, I know you've been following that cruise. I've seen you posted links. What's going on with that cruise?
There are, last I heard, 66 cases.
Crazy.
Wait,
So
on the ship?
There's on a cruise ship.
There
yeah.
were
Quarantined.
130. I'm sorry, 130 cases on the cruise ship.
is that the one where they're offering free porn to the passengers?
I don't know about
I hope
that.
so.
No, I heard.
I would totally go. I'm just saying.
I think it's off the coast of Japan.
I don't know where it was, but I read a story not too long ago today that said the people that are stranded on that ship were offered free adult video entertainment
That's
while they're
nice.
quarantined.
I'll say this right now. I've never been on a cruise that had adult television programs.
Well, you have to
Oh,
pay for
yeah.
the channel. You
No,
have to pay to
no.
watch
they
it.
don't have cable on. It doesn't work like that. It's not like a
We
hotel.
got the internet.
Unless they've upgraded their system.
Dude, yeah, I had the internet.
Well, when's the last time you were on a cruise?
10 years
James,
ago?
James, you remember that vacation?
1864.
James, you remember when you went on vacation last year and your son ran?
I just he ran up at like
ran
a
up your
fucking
data plan?
$3,000 cell phone bill. Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
That's different.
that's great.
That's different.
No, but they do have they have
internet.
TV, they have closed circuit TV in there.
Right,
They have
it's closed
internet.
circuit.
Yeah.
They have recorded stuff. They got a satellite dish. They pick up like CNN International, a few things, but there's
yeah,
no-
imagine just like a DVR system. Yeah. Like it's kind of like that, like a hotel, like Hilton DVR system. Like, it's like
not
that.
even that sophisticated.
Yeah, it's not at all.
The
Like I
music's
said,
on a
like,
loop.
You can go to like channel 1 and 2, and you'll see like video feeds from like the ballroom and stuff. You know, or the where they do shows and shit. Dude, I want to go on this new one that has a go-kart track on it.
Oh, jeez.
I've been on like over
I
20
can't
cruises.
wait to go on another one. Dude, we are doing a cruise and mistake cruise. I mean, it's inevitable.
No, we're not doing a cruise. We are not going to get trapped on a cruise ship with a bunch of sick fucks.
Come on.
No, we have to do a cruise. It's
Yes,
important.
it's inevitable.
The only
dude.
way I'll do a
Yeah.
cruise is if that guy gets a yacht and we all just go right out on
damn.
that. Like I'm not going with the general
We
public.
could do an episode
I am
of
not getting locked on a
that.
boat with a bunch of strangers. That's insane.
So if we ever do the Great Stakeout, if we do it up here in northern Idaho, which is freaking awesome if you're into the outdoors. I'm just saying. In any case, if we ever do the Great Stakeout, I will have that boat, and we can run people from the place where you park to wherever it is that we end up camping.
That boat. It's not
That
man.
boat
It sounds
or
like
your
an
dinghy?
adventure. just gonna be shooting fucking guns in the air the entire time.
Yeah, well, that's how I propel the boat forward.
Party's here.
guns. Gun propelled boats.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Adam.
The bigger the ammo shell, the faster we go, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's
Cannonball?
so true.
Dude, we're shooting cannons out of the back of this bitch.
Dude, I'll fucking cannon propelled. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it, man.
Who thought? Oh, dude. Man, you know what? You know what's crazy? Someone posted it on Twitter, but I mean, it's an obvious thought. Like you see these crazy like videos of like military ships like passing over the ocean when the seas are like just god awful. I mean, like 100-foot fucking waves, and you're like, how did Columbus make it over here in a wooden dinghy? It's like their whole fleet of like all these people. Like how many Columbuses died before that motherfucker made it, dude?
They had enormous fucking brass balls. That's how they did it.
No doubt about it. No doubt.
And they got paid a lot.
Brass balls don't
You're
keep
going
a ship
over the
from
edge of the world for one. So
brass balls don't keep a ship from capsizing. I call fake news. I bet they were.
No, they don't.
Dude,
they don't keep
that trip. Oh
they
my
don't.
God.
They don't keep a ship from capsizing, but they do keep people signing up for the journey.
What they're not telling you is the Stargate that was in Spain that took people to fucking Plymouth Rock. That's what happened. They just hit a Stargate. They warped over there.
You ever hear of ley lines?
Or
it's ley lines.
Or somebody on Columbus's staff was a time traveler who knew where the storms were going to be and steered them around them.
It was Donald Trump.
Oh,
It could be. And he knew where the best slaves were too. Just go get the
They were
best
working the
slaves.
staff below the deck.
no, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. That was somebody else. That was the Dutch East India Company.
The other guy was the slave guy.
The other
Think
guy.
about how funny that their logic was. They were like, well, there must be like a drop off because nobody.
That's what I mean. Like, dude, for one, you're like gonna die anyway. You're going over the edge of the world.
Can we take a hard turn?
I heard at one point that the East India Trading Company was actually, and later the pirates were actually the Templars.
Well, there were a few. There was
pirates. They knew the water for sure.
There was the Dutch East India Trading Company, the VOC, and then there was a British East India Trading Company.
The East India Trading Company.
No, I mean there were several of them. There wasn't just one.
The East India one was the British one.
British.
But we don't know.
Pirates.
I think we should take a hard turn to this podcast and become like a pro Columbus podcast and be Columbus defenders because everybody's coming out with everybody comes out fuck Columbus Day.
It's an interesting thought. Like how did they make that trip for one? That always sticks in my brain when anytime I see those kind of shots and those scenes, I'm like, no fucking way.
Yeah, but we all know that the Vikings made it here first. Way before Columbus.
Do we know
On
that?
jet skis?
Do we know
Absolutely.
anything?
They
Do we know any of
think
that's
that's a
even
fact.
real?
deer hide and jet skis. Yeah,
Yeah, dude, they were on those deer hide jet skis.
It wasn't the Vikings, it was the Tartarians.
It was the Tartar. Thank
You know,
you,
like
Jerry.
Waterworld.
Oh man,
I'm thinking of Waterworld.
The Dutch
Here we
East
go.
India Trading. You're right. I was wrong, that guy. You're right.
Dude, I
That's all
got
good.
gills.
Really
I got
was
gills too. I grew those gills.
There was one
You
just
needed
called
them gills.
There was one just the East India Trading Company at some point.
I think the English had one, and that's what they called it, but they just didn't call it the English because they were English. And
Banana
there.
republics.
But they were they traded a lot of tea. They moved a lot of tea.
Tree taters. I get it.
They call me
And it only
McGillicuddy.
makes common sense.
tree taters versus tea traders.
Street turders.
That's all. And it only makes
Street
common
turders.
sense.
That's a San Fran thing, right?
Are they people who deal in dried leaves, or are they potatoes that hang from trees?
Could be both.
Potatoes that hang from
Could be both. Yeah,
Tree taters.
tree taters. Oh shit! Thank you, Mr.
Okay,
Spooner.
How are we doing in
So-
Syria?
All right, I saw this crazy Rolling Stone article. There's a concert that's going on May 2nd, and the headliners are Morrissey, the Bajas, Blondie, Devo, Echo and the Bunnymen, Psychedelic Furs, Violent Femmes. Like, what's going on right now? Like, I had to check to make sure it was from this year.
No.
Is it like hipster con?
It's like GothCon from the 80s. Like, I don't understand what's happening.
It sounds like
Jesus.
I mean, it sounds like a place you walk into and it's just the whole floor is just a giant tarp.
Oh, dude,
Like,
I want to go to that tarp.
everyone's gonna be slitting their wrists, and
I
it's
need
over.
to go to that
There
tarp
you go. Oh my
floor.
god!
But for real, they're all like in their
tarp
60s.
tour. Yeah,
They're old as fuck right now, though. But it'd be fun.
A huge tarp. They point you toward the 55-gallon drum of Astroglide and Crisco.
No, even that too.
Say,
Yeah,
just
it's
go.
just gonna be a mess. Like,
Wait, isn't Morrissey supposed to be like super alt-right though?
Oh, dude, totally. He's totally.
How is he in LA then?
Yeah,
I don't know. He'll probably cancel
Bauhaus?
because
Bauhaus is gonna be there too.
Exactly
Dude,
right.
that's like super goth. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Psychedelic furs, Echo and the Bunnymen. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I didn't even know half of these bands were still existing.
Dude, there's gonna be like some kind of like terrorist attack at that show. I guarantee.
Oh no, it's gonna be a fucking. God, it's gonna be good.
I think that's how I came out gayer than I am.
Probably.
I went
You
and
saw
saw.
Morrissey?
I went and saw Morrissey.
Yeah.
Like, and it was a great show. It was just very odd, very different.
Yeah, dude, that's a life-changing experience. I bet.
Yeah,
definitely. Make you look at life a little different.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Reflect.
give you a little-
James, you've been to a lot of sweet
been
shows.
to a lot of cool
was it?
concerts, a lot of cool,
last
weird
week it
ones.
was the Too Legit to Quit tour.
Yes.
Come on, man. Like,
Well, along that same year, like with the MC Hammer one, like is when I saw Janet Jackson.
What?
Yeah, I've seen Janet Jackson twice.
Damn.
Which is random James Cruz fact.
How many times have you seen her nipples?
Nah, probably none. I don't even. Yeah,
I
don't
saw
even know
one
who
once.
was
Everybody
opening.
saw one. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the one year it was more of like a rock concert because she had that whole like leather and lace vibe going on. Remember like that whole like
leather and
vibe
lace.
she had? Like, yeah, it would have
Alright.
been in that 90s range, early 90s.
I like it.
Black Cat, like whatever the fuck,
Oh, yeah.
those jams back then. You're making me put the Wayback Machine on.
I've
Dude,
seen
put it
Thin
on.
Lizzy.
Oh.
Come back.
I've seen
Go back.
But dude, I
James.
remember going to see that MC Hammer one. That was crazy. I remember my mom, my friends, we were sitting on the side, and the tickets that they had gotten us, like they were like off to the side of the stage, but like behind the whole, you couldn't even see anything. And she bitched and moaned and got us like front row down the side. It was awesome. And like the one dude, there was this guy that was always in their video. They called him No Bones, and he was like this super flexible dude, and he had this crazy like spiked afro thing. It was like a giant point. Like you'd have to look at the old school videos of MC Hammer. He's in them. Like that dude came over and they were doing the whole, can't touch this.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, it was
I
insane.
bet that was iconic to see that because
Iconic time frame, dude.
That is, man. That's the cultural meme for the time. You got to exist.
Like 20 of them dudes up there, hammer pants, just hammer time, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
I think every major artist probably went through that phase in that time period because even Garth Brooks even came out with an alter ego for a short period of time called Chris Gaines.
Oh, I remember that.
You guys remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, that was real gay. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Garth Brooks is.
I've been to a
never heard of
couple
that.
rap shows. I went to this one in high school. It would have been in I'd say like 95, 94. Went to this Doc Martens World Tour, and they had more mainstream stuff. Like Wu-Tang was there, like a bunch of like these high end, like Cypress Hill. I've seen Cypress Hill like 3 times.
Man.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
I wish I could have seen them back then. Though.
I saw Method Man. Yeah, like a bunch of these old. I don't know. Like a couple of my friends, they were in that, and then one time, they said we're gonna go to this thing, and that was the bill that day. There was a bunch of rap things. Like it was fun. It was cool.
Oh yeah.
Cypress Hill was like the music that I started.
It's a gateway.
As soon as I started smoking weed.
Of course, it's a gateway.
Like, immediately.
I saw the Violent Femmes twice.
Oh, that'd be badass.
Oh, no shit. Awesome.
Yeah,
Violent
they're gonna be
Femmes
at that
would
tour.
have been
Where was this?
The first time I saw him was in '83 in DeKalb, Illinois.
Now that would have been sweet.
Yeah.
The Egyptian Theater was private, like not a private, but a small venue, like 200 people at that.
Cool.
And They had just their first album had just come out, and they were still a college band, so they were touring my college.
That Perry Farrell, right? That band, right?
No, that's Jane's Addiction.
Jane's Addiction. I'm gonna say I saw them once.
Jane said.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Great.
And then I saw them again in the '90s when they opened for the B-52s.
Oh man, that would have been awesome.
On the Love Shack tour.
yeah.
Holy crap.
I've seen the Allman Brothers at least 10 times. I've seen ELO. I saw Steely Dan. I've seen Thin Lizzy.
Damn.
Thin Lizzy would be cool. Yeah.
The Eagles.
That would have been cool.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, Eric Clapton. No, I never went to Clapton. He's a talentless hack.
Don't sugarcoat it, Jared. Just get right out there and say it.
Okay. God, who else have I seen? Elvis Costello and the Attractions.
Yeah, he's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great producer.
Really
legit.
I think MC Hammer is my most like off the cuff weird one I've seen for sure.
I fucking love Hammer.
Yeah.
I love Hammer.
He would, that guy.
He got
Roger
such...
Waters was the other one I saw. The best concert.
Oh
I've
yeah,
seen.
Roger Waters. Oof.
Dark Side of the Moon was called.
That would have been epic. Yeah.
The whole second half was Dark Side of the Moon cover to cover, and it was flawless.
Are you sure it wasn't just a recording?
No, but I don't care.
Oh, okay, all right. Because he was there and you were there. I get it.
And David Gilmour's kid was playing the drums. Not that made it any better, but you know, now that I know what Roger Waters is all about, I would never go back to see one of his shows.
Roger Waters, he's like super SJW, isn't he now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, that's what happens.
Yeah, but I don't.
You get old and you just want your health care. That's all you really want.
No, he's just virtue signaling. It's all, you know, because that seems like the right side to be on. But
it does. And that's exactly what it is. And they probably get... I'm sure every single celebrity or every single public personality or influencer that's come out with a super left or SJW virtue signal has been paid some sort of money under the table by some organization that wants to push this message.
You got that right.
So I mean, it's impossible to follow the money. So
Clown World.
Yeah, thank you, Jerry.
Oh my god!
I'm so glad you got these bells and horns.
I'm gonna get
the new sound effects board is actually gonna be physical sound effects. I'm gonna have like wind chime. I'm gonna have like all these like things back here.
Just bring Trump bring Trump into your basement and have him just talk sound bites.
I'm gonna hire a voice actor.
You know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a Foley artist.
Oh, I would have loved it. I would have loved it. Yeah.
That's a cool gig. They were talking about that on freaking NPR this week.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
coming up with sounds, dude. Yeah, how do you mimic these sounds? Yeah, like
right.
I sat on this thing on my couch one day and it sounded like this. Yeah, like
it happens. It happens more than you think.
Oh,
like you're walking through the forest.
Yeah.
Do you think in 50 years we'll have Trump impersonators like we have Elvis impersonators now?
Yeah, they already exist.
No, we won't have Trump impersonators in 50 years. In
we'll
50
be
years,
entertaining ourselves like crazy and probably be connected.
Ben
through,
Shapiro
like,
does a good impersonation of Trump.
Now, in 50 years, there's going to be 45 clone copies of Trump, and they'll all be programmed to say random ass shit at weird intervals.
There's going to be a council of Trumps.
Yeah.
Probably.
I gotta develop a Trump impersonation.
Dude,
the call was perfect.
Yeah,
I just can't. He's
just talk real breathy. Talk like Marilyn Monroe.
Yes,
with a deep New York accent.
It's gonna be president forever.
And open your mouth up wider when
gotta get from.
Want to yell?
New York,
China.
He's been trolling like since he was exonerated, since the economy's since all this winning has been happening right now. His troll game has been like amazing on Twitter. I'm just laughing my ass off daily. He's talking shit about
I need
everybody.
him saying winning is what I need.
And dude,
it's epic.
He posted that video with like that music in the background and then showing like he's gonna be president for forever, like the signs and everything. And like all these people were losing their shit. But I don't understand why nobody has seen like He's the perfect president. He can literally just guide the entire news cycle for 24 hours with just one tweet to where there's nothing else being reported on. It's just talking heads talking about like, oh, he's got to be president forever. He's got to be a dictator. This is going to happen. Then they go into just insane.
They've said that about every president.
Every president since W. Like this that I remember that. Oh, they're not going to leave. They're not going to leave.
With every
I've been thinking about the next like 4 years of who are we going to get after him? Like
nobody.
What's
his kid,
Don Jr.
What's that going to look like? I feel like we need a reset.
Well, whatever it is, it'll start in 2024.
After Trump.
AOC, man.
He could be the last.
We're getting AOC.
Yeah, AOC will be old enough.
AOC has a competitor in the primary.
She's got a lot of them.
Well, no, this one's viable. She's an ex-CNBC host.
Is it a ficus tree?
No, it's an ex-CNBC host, like a Spanish woman.
Spanish? Like she's from Spain?
Or Italian? No, Latino, Hispanic, whatever. She's fucking not white. Okay.
She's got darker shade of white.
She's off white.
Does she live in that district though? I mean, I think anybody that goes up against her is going to have a legitimate
she's
chance.
running in the fucking primary. Of course, she's living in the district.
Carpetbaggers just coming up.
That's what they said about Hillary.
No, she's a legitimate contestant for the primary, and she'll totally kill AOC. AOC is hated by her constituents.
Well, I figured that they were just going to kill that freaking seat.
I don't know. She may just Yaz Queen win
it.
it.
It's a big district.
Well, the reason I ask is because AOC gets a lot of her funding from outside of her district.
Exactly. Like 98% of it.
And they're all people who like feet.
Feet.
What the fuck is it with this feet thing?
I don't know.
Do you have a server, like a backup server full of AOC's feet pics, that guy?
Yes, he does.
No.
Yes, he does. The secret's out.
I don't have a, I do not have a backup server.
He sent me the link. I have screen caps.
AOC.
That server.
AOCfeet.org.
Him and Ben Shapiro, they share AOC feet pics. It's true. It's a fact. I've seen the Snapchat screens. Oh shit! What's even happening right now? Oh hey, so
I don't give a damn.
Thank you. That's perfect. That perfectly leads me into big announcements that we have right now. Cruising with Steak, after 3 years of screaming, hey, everything's going to be free, fuck Patreon, this shit's gay, we made a Patreon. It exists.
It's a Gatreon.
It's a Gatreon.
Gatreon.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the title of this show. It's a Gatreon.
Exists, yeah.
But it's here. And we're going to be putting shows up whenever, probably weekly. It's just going to be full of bonus content of me and James's ramblings and whoever else wants to jump in and record a show. It's like $5 if you want your shit. If you want some bonus stuff.
Yeah, you've heard us talking about it.
Cruising with Steak. I'm horrible at selling our stuff, but
we'll get there, dude. It's a new idea. It'll be developing along the way.
Try it out.
For sure.
There'll be us. We'll be there talking shit.
We'll bring you some more stuff.
I guess I'll drop the link in the chats. Link will be in the description. I mean, dude, we've been doing this forever. Everything else will still be free. This show's still going to exist how it is. Shonen Dump, which speaking of Shonen Dump, Berserk is probably going to be recorded Thursday night.
It's happening.
It's happening. We finally consumed all content, and actually, I read
it's so good.
I read 100 chapters of the manga over the weekend, and I am completely current on the manga right now. And it's, dude, oh my god. I mean, it's going to be a spoiler show. I'm going to rant. We need to rant.
Berserk feels like this weird part missing from like your psyche. It's weird. I don't know. It helps things make sense. I don't know how an anime can do that, but it does, at least in my brain. And thanks, creators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty crazy, dude. It's a good
Berserk's
idea
amazing.
of what they did.
But yeah, so back to that. We're getting off the rails. Shonen Dump. This show, everything will stay the same here. But if you wanna fucking throw us some bucks, there'll be extra content, extra ramblings, extra nonsense, a lot of it.
Yeah, I think we talked about doing some interviews, man. I'll get a hold of some people again. We'll have some fun again, dude, and we'll get we'll bring.
We actually I shouldn't say anything. We got a good interview coming up.
You gonna tease it? You gonna tease
I'll
it?
tease it. I'll
shit.
tease it.
Come
Let's just
on,
say
tease
towards the end of the
It's
month.
tasty.
Towards the end of the month, we got a good interview that's gonna be coming up.
Y'all, yeah,
But it'll happen, and it'll be on the free feed, and
You've sampled this product before.
You know this product, but
Yeah.
so that's coming up. We might do a little bit of that. Do some more shit. You got any suggestions? You, the listeners, give us some fucking input. Just if you want something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll send dick pics. Anybody who signs up for the $50 a month, you get dick pics all day. I don't give a shit.
I think we can have a lot of fun with it.
I don't even want him. He sends them to me anyway.
It's just gonna be a bunch of
90% of you get unsolicited ones anyway. So.
I think it'd be really cool to go take one of you guys, go one-on-one, just even go and have a little more classical.
Come on, hang out,
chill vibe, yeah. Or a guest or whatever, bringing up.
Yeah,
I thought it was always
you can have my phone number.
Fun.
I'll send you I'll send you inspirational texts every morning. It's funny because I totally would too. That's the thing.
I would totally do it. Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, so that's a thing now. We're trying it out. We'll see what happens. If you want to give us money, thank you. You're amazing. If you don't, I understand. I understand completely.
But do it anyway.
But do it anyway. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
Be sweet. Be sweet. What else we got? We got a little bit of hate mail.
I wanted to say shout out to Felix. Sorry he couldn't make it tonight.
Oh yeah, he did. He sent a text.
Yeah.
God damn it, Felix.
Yeah, he's not gonna make it. So no Felix jam. But I'm glad he's back. These last fucking couple months have been great with him coming back, slipping jams in. It just breaks up the show nicely. Forever grateful for Felix. He's a king. SirFelix.bandcamp.com. Go buy some of his albums. Seriously. Just do it.
Albums.
Just buy his albums. He makes great music.
They're pretty good. They're great for driving music too.
Oh, they're great for everything music.
Yeah.
They're great.
Music.
They're great fucking music too. No, they're Felix doesn't have good fucking music.
No, they're not really. They're not good
They're
for
not
fucking
good
music.
fucking
no.
music, but they're good. They're good to put you in a good mood. Just
now that's
fucking music.
I do like having him. I do like having him playing on the headphones when the TSA officer is sticking his hands in my pants.
Ah, yeah.
Which reminds me, I have this pair of headphones called the Neurophone. Have you guys ever heard of that before?
Neurophone.
I'm gonna put the link in the chats. It's like a headphone
bone conduction
has a bud that like sits inside your ear, and you get this app, and then it Bluetooth syncs with the app, and it has a software to where it learns the way that you hear sound, to where it has a EQ setting. Like, I'm kind of just putting this in like regular terms, to where it's like your signature sound. That's like a personalized sound. I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
Like the EQ settings, or the like an envelope or something, or what are we talking about?
Okay, I'm putting the link in there.
James, you see those files I sent you?
Guys, we got our first patron. Oh
my god, that quick?
We got one. I'm calling you out right now, Johnny. I don't know who you are. I have
Johnny on the spot.
No idea, but Johnny, you're the man.
Oh my god.
There we go. It's all happening, people.
Dude, it's happening. Oh
it's all happening.
Well done, Johnny.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
Where's the Patreon link?
Oh, I put it in the chats.
In the chats.
When?
I put it in there 5 minutes ago. It's one scroll up.
I see it.
What's going on?
Thanks, Jer.
You can
$5 a month. Fuck that.
What a rip-off.
You had to call him out for that. Jeez. There's other levels that you
we
can
only have
contribute
like
to.
$1, $1.11 is what we have.
What?
We only have one tier.
Yeah.
Bonus content is coming.
The Nox Mente.
There'll be, honestly, well, let's see. There'll be, me and James are going to record something tomorrow night. So if you're listening live, there'll be something on there tomorrow. But if you're downloading podcasts, it'll probably be up there.
No
now.
one's going to listen if I'm not on it.
It's true. That is true. I mean, I've had
It's very
emails
well
saying
possible.
we'll never listen. Like, honestly, the shows you're not on, Jerry, we get 0 downloads. It's insane. I don't
It's
understand it.
completely. It's super weird.
It's really weird. It's like they know.
They completely. Yeah. Oh man.
What is going on?
We can't take it anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, we can't take it.
Guys, we got another
There's 3
patron. Joey J, you're the fucking man. What is going on right
dude.
now?
Joey J. I know that guy.
Hell yeah. This
Joey,
is
are
all
you
happening
me?
right now? It's all happening right now.
But James, there should be a 2 winning ones in there.
Yeah, we need some winnings going on right now.
I just sent them a couple clips.
So all these donations they're Grim's just not going to buy I don't know, drugs with them or no.
Oh no, 100% these will all be going to alcohol and drugs. Like I want to make that clear right now.
Mine's going right into.
It's not
the
going to go to
show.
improve the quality. It's not going to go to server costs. It's just going to my vices, and I appreciate you for it.
Grim's on a budget. We got to keep this thing on track.
Yeah, help fund Grim's
need
flashlight.
No, I want to. We'll just develop more product for sure, and then we'll try to get this product out to people. I think it'd be cool.
Oh, you guys are gonna get so much bonus content. You're gonna have Grim reads his tweets. I'm just gonna do
We'll have
30-minute
that, yeah.
segments where I read Twitter. It's gonna be great.
We got to figure out some 3D printed shit.
The morning dump, dude. The morning dump.
The morning dump. Just
That's
run
got to
over.
be the
I mean, this is
motivational
all
stuff
day
that
long
you get.
content. Dude, if we develop this big enough, we could have our own server. We could develop our own channel. Everything. It's all happening, people. Come on.
We got to figure out some. We got to figure out some 3D printed shit to send to people who donate.
There's a lot of things like that. I think, last time talking about product wise, it'd be cool to get more merch and shit like that. To hook people up with for sure.
It's like the Boner Bigfoot swizzle sticks for your martini.
As far as the merch stuff, I almost wanted I have an insanely long career in garment printing. So
come on, man. Let's get some stickers.
I need to get some shit out here. Yeah.
What happened to the bowling shirts?
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, I know. It's all gonna happen. All of it.
It's all happening.
Yeah.
Bowling shirts.
Oh yeah, that's
shirt,
right.
Yeah,
Bill, we need to do another
shirts,
South Bend meetup. We need to do a South Bend
Yeah.
meetup pretty soon.
I'm gonna
Needs
come to
happen.
that.
Let's make it happen.
Probably within the next month. I'm feeling it.
Let's
Very
do it.
soon. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do a good Sunday.
I'm gonna have to do more
Good Sunday.
meetups because I might not be able to make the biggest meetup.
James, what are you saying? Am I gonna have your head on a stick?
Possibly.
I'm gonna be fucking shitty if you can't make it down to the strange realities.
Possibly might not be able to make that one.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Wait. When is it?
Wait, why? What? Wait, yeah. Because
You're getting married?
I'm having
You're having a baby?
I'm having a third
Vasectomy?
child.
It's a baby steak.
Yep.
Wait, dude.
Yeah.
Are you? Wait. So
Yes.
my ironic,
Yeah.
sarcastic jokes that I was screaming out, one of them nailed it.
Oh yeah.
James, what? Name him Grim Steak.
Baby
Just name him Grim Steak.
steak.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah.
Steak.
And the due date is towards the end of September, so that kind of throws my wheelhouse off on that. But I got lots of
Dude.
time here and there, and then this and that.
What? This is
After it'll be a cluster F. But yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
this is weird.
I have the perfect
This
name
is
for you.
weird.
Graham LaBeouf.
Grim-
Graham LaBeouf Cruise.
I already know what it's gonna be.
Oh man, dude, we need to have a
Okay,
gender
all right.
reveal party where I eat a bunch of food dye and then I jerk off in whatever color my cum is. That's the gender of the baby.
Dude,
I think that's how it works.
Totally epic. I want to see
Holy
this
shit.
happen for sure.
Oh man,
Holy
Now
shit.
that's a Gatreon. No
that
doubt
is a
about it.
Gatreon.
Yeah.
That'll be on the
Yeah.
Gatreon for
It
sure.
costs $5
Wow.
to view
It's a
the slide.
Patreon.
Yeah, it costs $5 to view the slide. Yeah.
Goddamn! Just when you think.
Jeez.
No, I don't want to. Yeah, be like, oh man, and all of a sudden in the last week, be like, I can't go.
Yeah.
No, but I just wanted to get that. I wanted. Plus, it feels good to
Hell yeah, man!
let
Congrats.
everybody know
Yeah.
that. But
Congrats,
at the same
James. That's
time,
crazy.
that's at my time frame on that, so I'm gonna be kind of fucked up right around that time frame. But little time frames here and there before. So the more meetups here and there we can do along the way, the better. So let's plan that shit out.
Hell yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. man. So I'll be a little tied up a little bit after that, but like for a little bit
Tied up.
at least. I'm pretty used to this whole gig by now for sure. But this will be I mean it's a long time in the making. The older you get, I'm telling you, it takes a lot longer. Keep that in mind.
I'm still trying.
Yeah.
I'm just
Gee,
They make a pill for that, you know.
I mean, a
right?
lot. No, I mean, well, no, it's not that. Yeah. No, the conceiving aspect of it.
Yeah, I keep trying, but all I ever get is socks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tons of socks.
Man,
Lots of socks and dust. Yeah.
James, congratulations on your pregnancy, man. It's gonna suck
yeah,
fucking
I mean-
pushing that out your dick, but
You're not
I'm
even
just gonna-
showing. I
man.
mean,
Yeah, you're not even showing yet. Like you're looking good. You're looking
We're
good.
pregnant. No, I'm not. My wife is.
you shouldn't be
Yeah.
talking about her medical stuff.
No, I just want to tell you that. But that's what's going on, man, for sure.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
congrats.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Name it Thursday.
2020, dude. It's all happening, dude.
Yeah, dude. 2020 is the year of CWS, and if this brings
Really,
you
it's
joy and
all
happiness, James, I'm happy because it's just another listener we're gonna get in the future.
Totally.
So I'm down. I'm totally
I'm just
down.
keeping lineage going, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, they'll take over Cruising with Steak when we die someday.
I got to get one of these right along the way here.
Totally. Well, yeah,
Time's a
that-
charm,
I'm
right?
never gonna have kids. So somebody has to carry on the CWS legacy.
I mean,
the Cruising with Steak
yeah.
Dynasty.
You need to
Oh,
at least
dude.
have 9 more kids to fill out
I at
one
least
of our
need to make
panels.
one more doctor's appointment after that involves a pair of scissors.
Oh boy.
Yeah, dude, snip it. Yeah, castration. Lorena Bobbitt. We'll do that timely
man,
reference.
yes.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
that's-
Patreon.
Oh yeah, Patreon. We did that
Let's
shit.
do it.
We did
Let's
it,
do
man.
like a GoFundMe.
Yeah, dude,
for
James is having another
vasectomy.
kid. We need money, people. Give us some
If you
money.
donate $5,000, you can name James's
I could
next
do
kid.
the vasectomy.
Oh, totally.
You can have a vasectomy go Patreon part. Oh yeah, we can name the kid. That'd be crazy. Whew. Name the kid. That's an interesting game. I'll tell you that much.
Echo Voice Meters Zingwanger Cruise.
EVM.
Yeah.
I like it.
This would be awesome. Okay. Awkward silence and dead air in 3, 2.
Hold on, not yet. Now we'll have awkward silence.
We have to win more.
Okay, that nailed it. Let's do some hate mail, you guys. I got a couple hate mails here, and oh man, yeah, we'll do
We
this.
can't take it anymore.
Let's switch that
I
over.
love this shit, dude. Thanks, guys. You guys are the best.
You're the best, James. I'm glad you're happy, buddy.
James Cruz and Grim Steak. James Cruz and Grim Steak. Hey man, a woo. GRIMSTAKN. G man, a woo. James Cruz and Grim Steak. Hey man, a woo.
Okay. We got 2 hate mails tonight. First one. Stop that shit. Switch the mic over so I'm not echoing, because I'm probably echoing. I'm hitting all these wrong buttons. Hit that there. Hit that there. All right. First one's from good old Rafi, aka Booty Rooter, from the Double Dungeon podcast. Check it out, Double Dungeon. Dear crew, UWU Zine with Steak.
Oh no!
Please enjoy the gifts. Please enjoy the gifts that I have ordered for you and all the other co-hosts. I found vendors on Amazon based out of Wuhan who offered 2-day shipping. Make sure to rub the products into your tear ducts and lick the handles. Regards, Rafi. I appreciate that, buddy.
Can't take it anymore.
Nobody sells nobody sells raw bat meat like the Wuhan wet
No,
market.
man, give me that raw bat meat. Okay. So this is a hate mail from Anon Kun, and he wrote it in UWU, but he also in the UU, but he also wrote an English translation that I could read. So I'm gonna read it in regular. It says, "Warning: the Council of High Intelligence and Educational Findings, Chief, the acronym, has detected an UWU. This is code for bruh level 4 threat, or number 4 level threat.
Bro level 4 threat.
Stay indoors and do not interact with cringe weebs until the threat has been classified as it. Unless code bruh is retracted, UU will be classified under not it until further notice. But he also wrote the entire email in UU above. So we appreciate that. Anon-kun, keep giving it to me. Hell yeah. What else? That's it. 2 hate mails. Thank you for the hate mail. Grimsteak@gmail.com. Send it in whenever you get it. And I'll switch. Ooh. It's all about the ooh. So entering second half of show, you guys.
Oh man, I had all
What do we
these
got?
thoughts like throughout the day. I can't remember a goddamn thing. Well, you know, okay. I'm thinking of like stuff to talk about on the show. Obviously, all day, every day, 24 hours of my life. But so whatever. A portion of my night is usually spent watching some type of content. So I'm like, how do I incorporate this bullshit besides the lame how's your weather? This is what I'm watching segment onto the show. So how can we incorporate something like that? So I think like kind of what we were talking about in the beginning of the show, the idea of like demons, you know, like what the fuck would you do if you came across something like that in your real life, in your everyday life?
Banish it?
These particular instances in these shows, like if you found these keys in your house one lets you stick in the back of your neck and it unlocks the thoughts in your mind to access every single memory of it. And you can bring along people along for the ride, which is insane. Like, so, I mean, there's just a lot of cool, like, ideas out there. And, you know, we'd say there's no original content, but there is some pretty cool stuff along the way once in a while when how much content is crammed down our throats at a daily clip here, you know, like, but, you pick and choose what you like, I guess. And when you find a genre, I mean, I like a good mystery. So Lock and Key, I recommend it. But there's all these different keys in this house. One lets you become a ghost. One lets you travel the astral plane. One lets you travel dimension door wise. It's all like weird D&D shit. One lets you, like you can open a door and like if as long as you visualize it, it's one of those classic things. Like you visualize where you want to go, and then you would end up there. You have to see this particular door before. Like a person in the show saw a door in Paris on TV, and then was like, and they thought of that, and then they were able to go out that door. You know, like there's all these. It's a really cool like concept. The shows, so there are cool ideas once in a while. And I just thought it was the idea of magical keys, magic. I mean, we make it as blatant as maybe different weird times you've come across something that doesn't make sense, right? Like, so the older you get, like, which is what happens in this show, like the older you get, the more you forget. But there are things in this show that these memories are altered because of instances in this show. But like, so the less you believe, like there's a portion of the show where the mom of this family starts drinking again, and her guard's down, and she's able to like comprehend the woo. So there's like these weird, you know, like there's these cool like concepts.
It's because we have a bunch of filters up. We have all this crazy shit that just makes us not allowed to see beyond the veil, or it's just it's almost like I look at us like a TV set that can only tune into like antenna, but there's also cable and satellite and all this amazing shit available, and we're just we're not plugged into it. Like the cables are there, nobody's screwed us in. Like the shit's there, and then I mean I don't know, man, it's all around us. You just have to be able to break down barriers to be able to get into it sometimes. That's why like psychedelics or
collective
anything.
Consciousness, like all these weird things. Like
that's what I think we're headed towards.
Yeah, you have to get into an altered state of consciousness to get into it. And whether that be like drugs or substances or meditation, even like however
There's
you can figure it
shortcuts,
out.
sure, right?
Dude, give me those shortcuts, baby.
Yeah,
Give me the shortcuts. I'm not meditating. My
no
brain's
doubt,
way
no
too
doubt.
ADD to meditate.
It's a lot
I've
of
tried
work,
so
I
many
think there's-
times.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think sometimes I get into like a meditative state, but I'm really just like thinking about fucking
You're
like
thinking,
like
yeah,
Rick
you
and
are
Morty
in
season
one.
2 out of
Yeah,
nowhere for some reason, just in
exactly.
my head. Like it's
Berserk sword.
yeah, dude, exactly. I'm
Chicken
just thinking-
fart. You know, like it don't matter what it is. Yeah, yeah. It could be anything. I know.
My God,
It's
what
like,
the hell? Yeah,
dude?
Like
the
what was
art-
Sasuke? What was Sasuke really trying to teach Naruto in that one episode? You know, my brain will just be going like,
Yeah, and then
it's
you're
just-
like, idiot. You're supposed to not be thinking about anything at this point.
yeah, then I go down that spiral, and I just keep thinking. I'm like, I think about how I'm thinking.
It's tough. Like when you
it
want
is.
to try to
It's tough to
calm your
silence.
mind
You
down.
can't. It's hard to silence the
reach
mind.
these astral projection, this, that. Like, how do you do that? I'm like, it's so
I've
weird to
done it.
explain.
I've
Like,
done.
Well, yeah, I
you've
mean,
tried it?
definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it
Took
happens.
it took a lot. It took a lot of
It's a lot of
trying
practice.
for a good
Yeah.
couple months, and I would get close. I get
You develop
real
a
close.
technique, is what you do. Each person's different.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Well, the technique that I use was like a mixture of like 3 different things that I heard, and it's important to like eat the right things or not eat too much before you go to eat. I mean, to sleep about an hour or 2, but like before you go to sleep, you like eat some like certain stuff, maybe like melatonin or something like that to just
Dude,
get your
that's
body
a
nice
godsend,
and
by the way.
relaxed. Oh,
For
and
people
I
that can't- for people that can't
Honey.
sleep.
Honey.
melatonin.
Melatonin. Yeah.
If you like when I had the most lucid results, I had like a 15 milligram of melatonin,
Mhm.
water, and like a little bit of cheese,
You just calmed your
And-
body down.
yeah,
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Was it
And
from under
I-
cheese?
Oh.
Oh man.
I think it was just
Whoa.
like, some like Kobe Jack, you know what I'm saying?
We have to win
And
more.
dude, it worked. And then I did it one time in school on accident.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, I did it in school on
Like
accident.
like a lucid dream, like an astral
Yeah,
projection
I
on
popped out.
accident.
I felt
I
my
love it.
body get completely numb, and I like
Wow.
rose up above like another layer that was above like where I was. Like I could hear like everything that was going on inside the room still. Like the teacher was talking, but it sounded like I was underwater. Like it was like it was like that. I couldn't really like hear it well, like, but I knew like where I was, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit. I was like, well, I'm here. I was like, I want to see some crazy like light show or something, and then like the most insane shit like I've ever seen in my life, like lights like in colors just like flying at me, and I was just like floating, and I was really loving it. And I was like, all right, now I want to hear like a crazy song or like the craziest music ever. And it was just the most outrageous sound. Like it sounded like tones I've never heard before all at once. Like it was just insane. And I was like, whoa. And like I woke up like right after that. Like, but I could feel the music. I could feel colors and the lights like through me and like all like around me. Like I was just like projecting it because I was just in that space. And then the first time I'd like floated out of my body.
Ooh.
After eating the cheese and the drinking the water, like the melatonin, and I would mantra.
It's like you did confirmation before you went to bed.
Well, yeah, like I was practicing, like trying to relax my body from my toes.
It's like a routine, right? Yeah.
To my head and counting backwards, like very slowly, and like you slowly will get more and more tired, but you still have the intention in the back of your mind that you're wanting to go lucid, rise above your body, like something like that. But I like floated right above my body, and I could see like everything around me in the dark. It almost looked blue, like a camera at night that's like kind of bluish or whatever, not green, but like bluish. And I could see myself, but it was like clear, like I wasn't like glowing or anything. And I could like see myself, and I noticed like a little faint like cord like tied from myself to that. And then like I was just like, okay, I was like, all right, now I the only thing that I wanted to do was fly. I like looked up at the ceiling and like raised my arm like Superman and just went to the fucking ceiling. And that's all I remember. Yeah, that's all I remember. I was like, dude,
mine same thing. Like you only happened one time after trying forever, sunk through the bed. And then I was so amped up, like I was excited. I knew it happened, and I just kind of popped back out of it after that.
Yeah, you gotta like as soon as you get excited, you gotta like
you have to control yourself. You have to really be in control the entire time.
I've only felt that like bed sinking once, and it was when I ate mushrooms, and I was like I like laid down. I laid down to go to bed because I thought I was like done tripping. And as soon as like, dude, it literally like I felt the entire bed just like enveloping me, and I was just sinking into it. It was insane. It was awesome.
I sunk inside the earth whenever I took some
Jitties.
The ketamine,
LSD.
LSD.
No, LSD, and then I ate some mushrooms like probably 2 or 3 hours into that trip, and that LSD was some of the best LSD I ever taken. Like I was having a great trip already, and I was at a festival. My buddy was like, dude, I take mushrooms and acid all the time. Like it's totally cool. But of course that like was too much for me.
Yeah,
I'd never done that before. And I kept on
Dude,
eating them.
How did you think that was a good idea? Oh my god.
I sunk inside the earth. I felt like the whole planet. I was like communicating with the planet. It was showing me like all this, like it was I went inside the earth. I felt everything. It was insane. And
What
like,
the hell are
I
we
got out of
doing?
it. Yeah, is what the hell are we doing? Like I got this feeling of pain after that.
So I got a question. When you go into these, have you ever done DMT? I've never done DMT, but so when you have these experiences, or like or people claim they talk to entities, or just you get knowledge, or just whenever you go into these deep hallucinations or have trips, like you feel something. Do you think that is actually some other dimension you're accessing, or is that all in your consciousness that has existed this entire time?
No, because when it's happened to me, it's happened at its own will and its own force. It's not just my own. It's like a time for me for this to happen. That's kind of what I feel like, because there's been times where it was bad and I had to
welcoming,
go through the bad.
like instead of uninvited. Yeah.
It was uninvited the first time more of, but like the second time I froze in time.
Wow.
And these things came right in front of me.
You really soaked it up.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Right in front of me. And they were like, hey, like, what do you want to do? Like, you want to do something fun? And I just like,
Dude.
it's kind of hard to put into words from there. Like I was at a festival and some people were in front of me, and this lady turned around and she said something to me, and then her boyfriend or some shit like put his arm around me. He was like, you have a good time, blah, 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 blah. But like as soon as that happened, like I heard this like voice like come through him, like something happened. His voice came through him. Yeah, his voice came through him, like said my full name, and then said, we welcome you back here.
Whoa.
Yeah, because I was like in that like time, like that fucking mindset, or that like tuning, or that like frequency.
But he said your full name, but you know who else knows your full name? You. So did you project that? Like I'm almost wondering, is this some sort of like projection of your ego? Is this some sort of like, but is it like some sort of projection of your ego that's anthropomorphized, where you're seeing like yourself? It's a mirror of yourself. You're seeing it. I don't know if it's some kind of external force that you're speaking to.
It's
if
the cliche.
Some
the
sort
mind
of
is a
internal
powerful
projection.
Thing, dude. Yeah.
I mean, in the end, okay, it's all one big thing, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah. But it's
I
like
classify it under cluster.
But maybe even just the simple fact that you're.
Yeah.
But I mean, the simple fact that your mind is the one experiencing it. You're experiencing this, so it's kind of your own. Nobody else is experiencing this. It's all happening within your own consciousness, within your own bubble of reality. Yeah. So it's kind of just. I mean, it's hard to tell. I don't know. I need to smoke DMT and find out what it's all about. That's kind of basically what I'm getting
like
to.
Stories where people see the same stuff while they're on the same drugs.
Right.
Well, I mean, whenever I was on that LSD, like me and my friend were seeing like fluorescent rainfall,
Mm-hmm.
like at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, totally, dude. I've eaten mushrooms with buddies
It was like
before.
a
and-
rainbow.
yeah, and you sync
rainfall. I
up
could feel it.
perfectly.
Feel it and see it and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I had one time, just one quick little thing. When we were in the back seat one time, tripping balls. Someone exhaled. We both looked at it. We both at the same time, dragon. Like it looks like a dragon head. Just whoosh, just like a dragon head, like in the middle of the car. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Weird
those
shit,
things
man.
happen. Yeah.
Totally. Well, it's good. Yeah, it's weird. That's when the synchronicities. Everything just kind of you're on that same level of consciousness together. Just zoning through. Both of you're vibrating. You're vibrating at the same fucking frequencies.
Dude, it was
So
like
shit
3
just-
weeks ago. There was like an insane synchro thing. Like that was. I don't even know if we talked about it on the show. Not that I'll remember any of it. But I just once you said that, it just jogged a memory of like recently there was maybe the whole weekend worth of like shit that was like relatable. Yeah, just like how does that work?
Dude, synchro. I mean,
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's insane. The synchros have been out of control for me lately. Things have just been fucking.
Maybe that's it.
Speaking
Yeah,
about crazy shit, the other morning I was driving to work like 2 mornings ago, and fucking it's still kind of it's like right before the sun rises, so it's still dusk and shit. And I'm going down this like it's a side road going about 35-40 miles per hour, and this owl comes off from the side of the road, goes right in front of my car, and hovers for like at least 2 or 3 seconds, and then just like flies off to the side. But dude, just like it was crazy. It just felt nuts. Just having that, dude. Owls are fucking crazy, man. They don't flap or anything. It was just gliding.
And then I remember seeing you post that, and then some people were posting some things, and then there was then later on,
that's Lady Aboshi told me she
was like that's a bad omen.
Yeah, well, she's like, oh yeah, I heard so and so on Conspiranormal say that that's an omen of death, and then Jerry's like, oh yeah, that's an omen of death, and I'm just like, God, Jesus Christ, like, what's going on? Like, I'll take the Mike Clelland explanation. They're aliens.
What the hell are we doing?
What the hell are we doing?
I'm unreal.
Haha, motherfucker.
Yeah, there's omens of death coming at me. But I don't know, dude. Owls have always brought good shit to me. The last owl that I saw brought me this podcast, so that was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Like serious owl. Like, dude, I came home from
In
work.
your backyard, right?
Yeah, dude, and it was just sitting there, like in the backyard with its fucking wings sprawled out, like laying in the grass in the middle of the
Just
day.
having a gay old time.
Didn't make any
Just having
sense.
a gay old time.
Like
Yeah.
a huge barred owl was just sitting out there. So I was like, okay. And then a couple months later, this podcast started. So who knows? This could be some signal for something, but we don't know.
Well, we'll see in 2 months if Patreon takes off.
Exactly. We will. We'll
But
check it
it's
out.
Political bullshit.
Could be.
Yeah,
Could be a
see?
sign. It's gonna 28, dude. There's a lot. This is gonna be a good year. 2020s. It's all happening.
It's the year of the
The year of the steak.
Steak. Thanks,
that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, that guy.
Great bites. Yeah.
And this one.
Okay, Anon-kun, don't ant fuck me over the words hover. What he was doing was he was
The hover.
he was swooping. He was swooping in front of my car.
Hovered. Yeah. Swoop, hover.
He was swooping.
Fly,
He was flying.
glide.
He was flying. He was gliding. He was gliding.
Flight. What else we got? What are some other flying? Yeah.
Hovering. But oh no, I see what he's saying now. He's saying they don't hover, like accusing him of being a UFO. All right, maybe. No, it's just a regular ass owl. Dude, I see huge birds all the time. There's tons of huge birds by me. Just giant like blue herons and shit. That's why I totally believe there could be thunderbirds or some form of like pterodactyl or something insane flying out there. Huge.
There was a
birds.
guy. There was a guy on Gray America's show where I went on his Facebook and he like took a picture of one. I can't remember who it was though. It's been bothering me. I've been going through like all the episodes trying to figure out who it was. But I mean, he took a picture of one and that shit looked crazy. It had like red eyes. It looked crazy. He said he was just walking in bumfuck fucking nowhere. I think in Wisconsin or like somewhere like around
How
there.
many
and
pictures
there
have you
was one there.
taken with your family to come up with red eyes? Tons.
Yeah, it was a
but the eye shine.
Constant,
But if the eye shine, but
that was a
pre-picture,
classic.
If you
that
see
was,
red in their eyes,
that was
pre-picture.
classic '98. Like
Yeah, dude, disposable
digital camera.
You got me, Jerry.
Yeah, man, disposable camera red eye. But yeah, like foxes have red eye shine. I'm pretty sure. There's a few other things that have red eye
I don't
shine.
know that owls do. It's just that I know they shine back in different colors.
Let's see. Let's do a quick Google search.
What was
we have,
that?
We have the world of
the,
infinite information in front of us.
Yeah,
Owls, red
the book of
eye
knowledge.
shine.
Did you listen to that John Brisson?
No.
Oh, John, what's up with him? Haven't talked to him in forever. Oh my god.
He's got a cool YouTube channel called
Guys Talking.
We've read the documents.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, that sounds right up his alley for sure.
And he had Wayne McCroy on this week at some point or last week. And it's real interesting. The last part I heard while I was cooking was about
Once I heard him and
the brain computer interface thing.
Brain computer interface, like an AI /
like an implant that will connect you to the Internet of Things, and you can like think about something and it'll pop up into your memory.
Sign me up. I need all the help I can get.
They're talking about it as being like the beasts.
Mine will be it'll be running under
I get all my information from Encarta 97 Encyclopedia. I have to boot up my Windows 95 machine just to
my brain runs on DuckDuckGo.
Just scroll through all the Mandela effects.
Just so much Mandela effect in there. Oh, dude, I wish I could find my Encarta 97 or Encarta 95 CDs from when I got
Didn't
my
one of
first
those
computer.
have like a game on those? There was a
dude.
game on those encyclopedia CD-ROMs or
Oh,
whatever.
I'm sure,
There
dude.
was like a little maze
Everything
that you
had
could go
little,
around on.
everything
Probably
had little
came with
game games
Oregon
in it.
Trail.
No, come on, James.
No,
Now you're being insane. Come on.
You died of dysentery.
We're having a legitimate conversation here.
Oh, my bad. Give an American classic along with the book out of all things.
Encarta. Fuck. Dude, I need to find those discs. I'm sure they exist somewhere in a box somewhere. I
I'm
have
just gonna
to.
scream into this mic.
Why would I ever throw out software that's 30 years old? You kidding me? Come on.
Can't take it anymore.
Man, I miss the
30-year-old
days of getting fucking AOL Instant Messenger discs in the mail all the time.
Such a great speech.
I mean,
the way he ends it.
It's weird. It was a process to go online. Like you sat down, you packed the bowl, you like smoked it, and then by the time you were
Yeah.
done with it,
You were
like you were
dialed up.
online, you were ready to go, dude. Like there was a process to these things, and these
Yeah.
things are altered over time, and it just becomes faster.
Yeah, dude.
Drugs
Dial-up
are
was
faster.
awesome.
Fast
God.
women,
Looking
fast
at titties
cars,
so
fast
slowly.
life, Patreons. What are we doing?
I don't
What
know,
are we
man.
doing?
It's just insane. I can't believe the slow download
setting.
rates that we dealt with. I was playing Quake on with a 256 ping. Are you kidding me right now?
Dude, we totally were. And
Yeah.
Oh, what the?
James, what's going on?
Whoa, dude, that was weird.
That was nuts. Bad chords.
I need to get new chords.
Demons.
Probably.
Patreon.
Patreon.com.
now. Yeah.
I need
Oh,
new
you
chords.
just tuned in? And
Who?
that's oh no, that was Flavortown. Flavortown, get in the YouTube or get in the Zoom.
Yeah,
We
get
don't
in the
have a
YouTube,
YouTubes.
dude.
Why don't I have a YouTubes? Although I did just
We'll get there.
I'll get random subscribers on YouTube that just subscribe because there's still Cruising with Steak episodes on my channel somewhere. Just random
Probably
Cruising with
waiting
Steak.
for new content.
I think there's like a 3-hour episode with Jeffrey Boyd Jr. where I fell asleep during it and James kept entertaining him. Oh,
Yeah,
God,
it was a
that
fun
guy.
night.
That fucking guy.
That guy, I
I'm
love
glad
that
he
guy.
disappeared.
He makes me smile.
Yeah, he's
He's still plugging away.
I'm sure
He's a pro.
Yeah,
He's a
dude,
pro.
pros don't
He's like
die,
we
man.
are.
No,
We're pros. Never give up.
Somebody made a funny meme about him being a
Yeah,
crack.
never give up.
we're true pros though. James, we come weekly.
I'll take
We
I'll
come
take that
weekly.
to
I
the
come
bank any
weekly.
day,
I
dude.
come daily, but we come weekly.
That's right. I'll come on the reg.
Yeah, coming on the reg. That's what we do.
The regular stock.
Man.
What?
What?
Do you actually come in a sock?
Hell
No,
no.
who would come
Yeah,
in a
me neither.
sock?
Cute
Come on,
God.
barbarians. Come on your
disgusting.
just come on your chest like a real man. You kidding me?
And rub it in. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Rub it in.
It's the best.
It
Clears your
rubs the
skin.
lotion
Let it
on
dry
its
in your
skin.
underwear.
Uh-huh. Yeah, man, crust it up. Then it just peels off later. You're good to go.
Rubs the lotion on its
What's
skin.
going on right now? What is this degenerating to? We still got a half an hour to kill on this show. God damn it. We
Oh,
got
I
some
can't wait. I'm
articles.
about to look some shit up right
Yeah,
now.
James,
Hey,
give
I'm
me a
going to do show
listicle.
prep live right now,
James,
dude.
give me a listicle right now. No, let's do a
Listic.
jingle. Dude, let's do some jingle
Oh,
segments.
shit.
We haven't done a segment in a while. This
Oh,
is what we're
what's
coming to.
going on?
It's because at this point,
Oh.
if Flavortown was in here, I'd say, Flavortown, what kind of hidden history you got?
We're
And then
gonna
he'd go
give
on about
him-
something.
He needs a jingle event.
He's in-
Yeah,
he's in
we'll
the
get him
chats.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
What?
give him a good chat.
He's in the chats.
Yeah, he's in the chats being a cuck. I think he said, I'm a cuck. I'm not coming on right now.
I can't do
think
this
those- I
and
think
be in the
those were his
chat at the
exact
same
words.
time. I've learned that over time. I cannot do this and be in the chat at the same
Ah,
time.
dude, the AI art
Fucks my brain up. Yeah.
You're
cool with me.
Which jingle?
Hey, there he is.
Just
We got Flavortown in here.
Summoned him.
Oh, there he
God.
is.
Calling me out.
Hey, you got some hidden history. Hey, what's this Wuhan stuff that you posted earlier? I didn't want to steal your thunder.
Oh yeah. Let me find that. Pull that up again.
There's
It's a pretty
some
interesting take on.
How pneumonia's like fucking genocide over there right now.
Well, just let me
They banned cough syrup so they can single out the people that are sick.
What are we looking at here, Nanku?
Hold on, I'm pull this up again.
Did you guys hear about? Project Melody. I was going to talk about that. I heard that through. I think Mr. Obvious did a video on it today or yesterday. Anand-kun just posted it in the chats. So, like I said,
So
we have
this
to
is
talk about it.
this seems like kind of off-brand. But cam girls, what is this?
Yeah, a bunch of the cam girls are getting pissed off apparently because there's some dude.
Because there's an
in
AI anime girl that's doing it.
Yeah, it's probably some dude in a one of those motion sensor suits posing as this.
So it's just
hentai
another
girl.
case of AI stealing somebody's job.
Yeah.
So Andrew Yang should be the president. That's what you're telling me.
Well, he dropped out.
I know he
dropped
did.
out.
I know. Yang
no
Gang
more
is
Yang
gone.
Gang.
No more
Yang Gang
Yang
will live on. It's a movement for a week.
Is Jerry playing Kingdom Come Deliverance down there?
It's possible.
Oh, that's Dragon's Dogma.
No, it's Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, that's one of my favorite games of all time.
I bought it on your recommendation.
Oh yeah, nice. How are you enjoying it?
So far, I'm stuck. I can't find this fucking guy.
Oh, you'll find him.
Flavortown. We're recording Berserk Thursday night, so we could troll the Bosley chats tomorrow night.
Oh hell yeah!
You gonna call in?
It's all
I don't want to derail. I don't want to make Jerry look bad because he thinks there's just a bunch of hidden Tartaria fans waiting to just like jump his hide. Because that's the last fucking thing he wants to talk about. Like, let's be honest here.
Probably.
But if you happen to mention that some people that would be willing to talk to him, then
you want that in with Bosley for a good debate. that's what's.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to jump him. I don't want to, because then it's just gonna make it's not a good. It's not a
He's
good
kind of
thing.
asking for it though. The way that he comes out
totally
on Twitter,
is. But
he's
here's
being
the
just
thing, I'm-
belligerent against Tartarian researchers.
He really is. He's the worst. But I'm gonna be the better person.
Civil.
I'm gonna be the non-disinfo of the disinfo agents. Just like as little disinfo as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Just stick straight to Tartaria and mud floods.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ask him what he thinks about the mud floods.
But yeah, so coronavirus.
Yeah, apparently it's airborne now.
Well, here's this is I think this was an article from John Rappaport, so I don't know, but this is kind of a summary that I found is that the emphasis has always been on pneumonia. And so, like standard medical, like standard doctors will tell you that viruses, bacteria, and fungus can cause pneumonia. So can polluted toxic air. So I mean, Wuhan's probably fairly polluted. Also, extreme malnutrition. So this point is that you don't need coronavirus to explain cases of pneumonia in China. So apparently in China, 2.8 to 17 million people per year die from pneumonia.
Hmm.
And this is the dates 1985 to 2008 that this person found this study for. So yeah, I mean, that's, first of all, that's a huge range, but that also explains pneumonia deaths in China without needing to have a weird virus.
I also saw a story today that says that the cocaine is the cure or beats the coronavirus.
That was not a story. That was a meme that you saw.
Was
Bill.
it?
That was not a story. Okay. That was a headline
I got starfished
meme.
again.
And you probably saw the bottom section where it was some dude with like a rolled up dollar bill, like shouting how he was winning. Yeah, that was a meme.
That was it.
And that's how America gets tricked.
and don't forget, mermaids wear starfish as bikinis too.
Ah.
It's true. They do. They have seashells.
Exactly.
The starfish just sucking on their nips that never existed. Getting Mandela affected watching that Little Mermaid porn, Bill. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yep. You got nothing. So let's talk about. All I gotta there's 1 billion people in China right now.
Yeah. Right. So that's what I'm saying. So the point
if you
is,
hear like 60,000 people dead, that's nothing. If you hear 1 million people dead, that's nothing. Like, that's nothing for 1 billion people. I don't think our brains can even comprehend how many people 1 billion is. Like,
well, if you do the math, let's take the low end of 2.8 million, right?
Yep.
So 2.8 million per year. So that is. That's if that's true, then 7,671 people die from pneumonia in China every day.
Jesus Christ!
It's because the air's so terrible there, man.
Right.
Like it's awful what they're doing to their country.
And if you keep going further, there's other categories that can be merged with pneumonia. So like lower lung infections and influenza. So the real question is, why hasn't pneumonia on its own been an epidemic in China? Like, why hasn't there been a state of emergency just purely based on people getting pneumonia in China?
Because they're communists and they control, what the rest of the world sees.
What I also saw is interesting is how come we are having so much. How come? Is that even a way to start a sentence? Why are we having so much video come out of China right now? We never have anything come out of China, and now we're having just insane amounts of video of them like spraying everywhere and doing all this shit. Like, it seems staged and fake, and they're just like out there with fog machines building this illusion that they're trying to contain this thing that doesn't. I don't know, dude. It seems like fuckery across the board. This entire thing seems like fuckery.
Yeah, it just seems like they declared a propaganda, like it's just propaganda and an epidemic, and then lots of fake news. Either it's American media trying to, paint China as like be afraid of China, and then the Chinese people, just like the government, just using it as a reason to, test out their shit, test out their big brother shit.
Mm-hmm. Who knows? Yeah, targeted viruses. That's what I think it is. I think it's trying to take out certain people, but we don't know.
You better watch out, Mello. Coming for you next.
No,
rice eaters.
True. Yeah, you're the perfect candidate for getting coronavirus.
Call me out. No.
All I'm saying is, if you're going to look at Wuhan, because keep in mind too that everyone who has died from it are only people that have been to Wuhan. Nobody has died from coronavirus that hasn't, people have contracted it from other people leaving Wuhan, but those people haven't died. Only the people that were in Wuhan first have died. So could it have been a release of a chemical, not necessarily a virus?
Yeah, I totally think it can be.
I mean,
Or
it
how
also
about the shitty air quality there too? They're just breathing
Yeah,
in poison.
Well, that's kind of the point. It's the same thing.
that and like they wouldn't even be able to notice like something like that could travel that fast through the air. I mean, I think that it could absolutely be manufactured and like engineered to like send a signal to people and also just get people stuck in the fear of everything too as well. I feel like they're trying to pull everything out of their hat. I just it comes down to like if they have the ability to just wipe us all out, which they do, like wouldn't they do it? You know what I mean? I think I just wonder what's like holding back the whole like narrative. Like what if it's the fear of them like doing that they thrive off of? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like they'll just continue throwing everything at us. Like be afraid of the disease, be afraid of war, be afraid of.
But let's also not forget about the $75 billion of tariffs that got lifted by China last week on Friday, which conveniently happened after their economy got crippled by Wuhan, which, we've been in a huge trade war, and that's why the market and economy is doing fucking amazing right now. Like, it's interesting. It's just very, I don't know.
Do you think that Trump's responsible for the culling of the herd over in China because they can't afford to pay all those laborers?
I don't know about Trump specifically, but I think the CIA has their hand in it for sure.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think the CIA answers to Trump at all. I think the CIA is a deep state, and they just do their own shit. And if Trump benefits from it, I mean, because honestly, if you, you would like to think that they all have the country's best interests in their minds, regardless. I mean, I don't know, but they're all fucking evil. Maybe not the American people, but they want to keep their fucking paychecks coming in and the fake establishment propped up.
Over in China?
Everywhere. The CIA with America. Better way is to knock out China. But they're the biggest competitor.
I just like that they're calling it a super spreader.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, so Suzanne said something like it's airborne now, but didn't post any links or anything, so I don't know.
No, I heard that too. I heard that too today. I wrote it down.
I have a super spreader. It's
down.
useful.
Jesus Christ, James.
Yeah, fertilizer, grass seed, bunch of different products you can use.
Glyphosate.
Yeah. Some
rat poison,
dried fetus.
Dried fetus.
Yeah, some chafe for sure. You can't forget the chafe. Chafe is like filler. It's like sawdust.
Pretty much.
Here's a good fear porn article. A billionaire whistleblower, Wuhan coronavirus death toll is over 50,000.
Oh, dude, it's totally more than what they're telling us. It's gotta be.
But even, dude, honestly, 50,000 is nothing in China. it's nothing.
Yeah, but what if it's 500?
That's an apartment complex.
Even 500,000 is nothing for a billion people in that country,
dude. So many
people. Like a city, their cities have like millions of people in their cities.
That's just like a stadium full of people. It's like a huge stadium full of people.
Like,
50,000 is but 500,000.
And then they have, and then there's these like the climate models, that were so accurate. There's these prediction models saying, oh, it's going to kill like 4 million people or some shit coming out saying it's going to be insane. Like, I don't believe it at all. I don't buy it. It doesn't exist, folks.
If it does, I don't think it'll reach that level in the United States. Maybe, elsewhere around the world, but not here. Because we've already shut down travel to China, right? Nobody's allowed to go there to fly there.
Well,
right?
they have quarantines when you come into the U.S. now. I know that if you were overseas.
Well, yeah, that's for the people that are evacuating.
Like, yeah. There's different sites across the country. Maybe 3 or 4. I can't remember off the top of my head. But
2, maybe 4,
possibly.
Don't believe.
But we don't know.
That's right, Sticky Bob.
Speaking of flying, I don't. It just popped in my head. I talked about it last night in D&D. Let's shout out my brother. He's he got to fly an A-10 Warthog flight simulator yesterday. He like for those who know, he's in the Air Force, and
Nice.
yeah. Anyway,
He's a chemtrailer.
Nah, yeah, he's in charge of that. He's in charge of a C-130 base in Youngstown, Ohio. But but he did such a good job there. They brought him out. So he came out last week. He came out on Wednesday. I was like, dude, you just missed the show by one night. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, but anyway, so it would be cool. Would have had an in studio guest. But anyway, so he came out the next morning or next evening to make a 6 a.m. flight, which you got to be at the butt crack of dawn to make those. So, and I'm only 20 minutes away from the airport. So he came out and he had to go redo their base to kind of get his idea on how to revamp and, run things at their base. And their base is a A-10 Warthog airlift wing. So, yeah, like the tank buster, old school twin turbine engine on the back, dude. This just massive cannon in the front of it. Just a meat eater. Just a meat eater. A cruising mistake staple at this point. A-10 Warthog is the
official plane
of choice.
It's the official plane, the cruising mistake.
It's decommissioned at this point. It's a frowny face at this point, but it'll blow the fucking shit off your roof. No doubt about it. So
was it on Cruising Mistake that I was talking about the time that I'm pretty sure I met, like, when I worked for an IT company, I worked with a company that I'm pretty sure trained Chinese people how to pilot chemtrail planes. That they this was a flight school.
Hold up.
Did they also crash into a couple of skyscrapers in New York?
What's up with all these books?
Weird. What's with all these books and training?
What are you talking about right now?
When I worked for an IT company, one of our clients was a flight school, and technically you could go there and sign up for classes yourself, like as a normal person living in the area, but also their 99% of their revenue came from Chinese airlines, and these airlines would pay for these kids to go on this, like, I think it's like an 18-month program or something. So they'd send them out from China over to a random ass town in North Texas, and they'd spend 18 months there. They couldn't have a car, they couldn't really do anything. I would see them walking around to the grocery stores all the time, and they learned how to fly. But what I learned that was kind of weird, and maybe this is just something they do in China. So the school, they don't have to pay for. The way you pay for the training is you sign a 99-year contract with the airline.
Christ.
Yeah.
And the price, the cost of the flight school is like amortized over that 99-year contract. And so I guess the assumption is that if you stop the program or you stop becoming a pilot, you're then on the hook for this money. I don't know. They probably just kill you.
No, I'm sure.
Because the vibe I got from the people who worked there was like, yeah, you don't want to be the kid who doesn't like make it through school or like decide to not become a pilot. And they also had, like, they were telling me that they had like a pretty substantial contract with the Chinese military as well.
Jeez.
And you go in there and I don't know, James, I don't know what this, I'm sure the simulators in the military are incredible, but I saw one that they had in there. It wasn't for a military craft. It was I don't know what you call a standard
Space Force.
Just like it's a fairly standard simulator, but I think it costs like almost like $5 or $6 million simulator, and it's probably 20 feet off the ground. It's got these hydraulics that are like 10 to 12 feet high, and it actually counts as flight time. Like,
I think I was in one of those in a mall one time in Indianapolis.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was funny. I just posted a picture in the chat about with the plane that and talking about these planes and these simulators. And I asked him, like, well, how was it? And he's like, kind of like a video game. I'm like, oh, he's like
Yeah,
a little more advanced though, but like
Dude,
it moved
I
and
bet, I
shit.
bet,
Yeah,
I bet when he was in that, he was
yeah,
operating a real drone, and he probably murdered so many.
yeah, he probably
fucking
just
people.
killed like
He killed
Ender's Game.
so many. Exactly.
yeah, Ender's Game, dude.
Dude, your
Ender's
bro
Game.
is just slaughtering Afghani
Ender's
villages.
Game. Ender's Game was such a mind fuck, dude. Dude, what to be 13 and be like, oh, I just killed an entire race or whatever, basically. Oh
Yeah.
my god. What
Honestly, though, dude, so
An
many
entire
first-person,
planet?
so many first-person shooters that I played when I was young, and I was such like an edgelord kid. Like, if somebody like came up and was like, you know, you've just been killing people all over the world, I'd feel like, this is fucking awesome.
Were you one of those dudes that were like teabagging people in Halo and shit?
Oh, dude, no, in Counter Strike though, totally, dude. You'd hit them with the spray and then teabag their corpse. Come on, it's just a degenerate, just a horrible fucking child.
Another great comedy kind of anime show, Red vs. Blue. You can't go wrong, dude.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Oh, fucking goddamn, it's so good. Red vs. Blue. Just look it up.
So one of my favorite moments from that flight school was they had a second location about an hour north in like basically a podunk area of North Texas, and it's these like, you know, however many Chinese kids that are in there. I mean, half of them hardly speak any English. But I went into this building, and I mean, it's these like good old Texas boys, like wearing overalls, like flight instructors and shit. And you walk in, and they have these signs posted that was literally just a picture of Trump, and it just said,
"Doesn't be like beware of hound dog that I hear barking in the background."
It just had a picture of Trump, and it would say English only past this point.
Whoa.
They didn't give a fuck.
What the hell? What the hell is that?
That's, you only speak English in this room.
You only speak English.
If you're gonna speak, you're gonna speak that Chinese.
It's MAGA country.
That's right. It was great. And then also another. I heard another story about a girl who went to the school, and that's a pretty risky thing because you also have to keep in mind that they have to lodge all of these kids as well, and they bought several apartment complexes near the school and just owned like this flight school owned the apartment complexes, and they just managed them, and they'd stack these kids like 8 deep in some of these rooms. God. And there was a girl, like sometimes there'd be a girl there, and she said one of the administrators was telling me that earlier that year they had a girl there and the family had a little bit of money. And so they literally paid about 5 or 6 of the other kids to essentially be her bodyguard while she was there, so that these kids wouldn't just like get the thirst going.
The thirst mente.
It was
James Cruz.
Wrong one. That was the wrong one.
Oh, that's a perfect one. That is the perfect
James
one.
Cruz.
That is not what I'm trying to hit.
That's the best. Keep it going.
Titties. That's the one.
Titties.
I'm surprised nobody made like a Trump voice generator like they did with that Jordan Peterson one.
Yeah, that's true.
I have my main board is a generator.
Jerry, I think you should make one.
Yeah, I need.
I read through how he did that and I didn't get it.
Yeah, I bet that code is insane. The Matrix. They're making a Matrix 4. You guys. How gay is that?
Back.
That's the worst shit I've ever heard.
No, dude. What's gonna happen is you're gonna watch it, and then you're gonna become trans. We're all trans now. That's what's gonna happen.
Said he's a pussy.
Oh yeah, I know. So weird. That shit is so weird to me.
Probably.
I think that the
let me correct that for our Patreons. We're not anti-trans. We accept everybody. I'm just saying this is a possible effect. Fuck, what culture's over?
What the hell are we doing?
I just
Thank
thought
you.
it was strange that both of them decided. I mean, it's their choice,
right?
It really is. I think that the Matrix 4 and Bill and Ted are coming out on like the same day.
Oh, Keanu's just double downing hard.
That's what I heard. It could be bullshit though.
Double downing.
I don't remember where I heard it though.
Same day. Why would they do that?
It's a sad day when we're getting Keanu Reeves.
There's no way. There's no way they would do that. Why would they do that?
I'm googling it.
They brought.
Who's his agent? He must have double agent.
And another John Wick.
They brought fucking
John Wick was great. Like let's bring Keanu back. Like, I mean, John Wick is a great series. It's great.
James, you're so hard for John Wick. What do you got?
No,
What do you
I
got
mean,
played?
it's just good. Like it's just an action. It's action packed. Like if you want action,
Give me that action.
just watch John Wick.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's 7,000 bullets without
I was wrong.
reloading, but
No, they reload.
The new Bill and Ted is coming out this year. in
Yes, it is.
August the 21st.
So is this more proof that we're in a simulation that like literally everything's just been recreated since 1947 and that's when the reset happened?
No, that's just laziness.
I think
Is it
one of
laziness?
the
Are they just really capitalizing on nostalgia right now? That they're really
Yeah.
going after that millennial nostalgia card?
It's more than millennial nostalgia. I mean, they brought back
Yeah,
fucking
that's
Arnold
true.
Schwarzenegger and Sarah Connor for a new
Yeah, the
fucking,
Gen Xers, yeah.
and then
that's true.
they also brought back fucking Sylvester Stallone
then I
for
guess-
another fucking Rambo.
Did
movie.
you
I mean,
watch the
this-
new
this is-
Terminator? I saw it.
Hold on, this
It's
is a
good.
cycle. This is a cycle because they did this for boomers too. You remember when we were like in the late 90s, early 2000s, they did that like whole hippie revival, like where like
Yeah.
hippie shit was everywhere, like that 70s show, and then like this whole aesthetic came back. It's so they're playing off the nostalgia. They just fucking
Dazed and
capitalize. Capitalize, yeah, Dazed and Confused. They capitalize on the
Imagine
generation.
doing a Dazed and Confused part 2.
I mean, it's probably gonna happen.
Matthew McConaughey expecting it.
Still trying to.
He's a 60-year-old dude, fucking 17-year-old high school
How you
girls.
doing? Yeah.
They keep saying
Party
the same
down to
age,
watch
baby.
Yeah, you know I got that paddle. You know I got that paddle. In the
He's
trunk.
this character from True Detective, though, and he's just chain smoking cigarettes.
Time is
Yeah.
a flat circle.
Lincoln Lawyer mixed in with some True Detective, and then dude that he played in Rain of Fire.
Dallas Buyers Club. He has AIDS too. Just we'll do it all.
And he won't change the click. It's the same dude.
No, dude, everything's recycled. Though. It's all bullshit. They're just feeding it down our throats. Stop going to the movies. Quit voting. Just check out of this fucking reality. Subscribe to Cruise with Stakes Patreon though, because I swear we're gonna have so much sweet content coming out. It's gonna be insane.
Dude, I can't wait for the morning dump. It's gonna be so good.
My screaming match with Walter
I swear
Bosley
to
will be on there.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we'll
it's
go
gonna-
deep in Tartaria. Tartaria. I can't
all
even talk.
this great content.
Probably. It's all happening, people.
But we don't know. We don't
Or
know
it'll-
what's gonna happen.
Or it'll just be feet pics.
Oh, there's that's
Totally.
basically 90%.
You have to compete with that guy for that.
Private feed to my closet.
Yes, what's happened to that, guys? Oh, I like that. I have screen caps of your feet pic servers. He got defensive for a second when I was screaming that at him.
I don't give a damn.
Yes, he got all these great summons. James,
Jerry's
give me.
gonna start titty streaming.
I hope we have
become a
titty
titty
streams.
streamer.
Man.
I hope.
Oh,
James, give me a don't believe the 5.6.
Except they're gonna be
please.
my
oh
titties.
man.
Yeah, just
Yeah, hell yeah.
just Jerry, just your man
Jerry's
tits.
You're calling out something I can't get you.
Thirst Mente, yeah.
Oh, I'm calling out
Jerry
something I
tits.
can't get you. You got
maybe.
this. No, dude, I need a don't believe the 5.6.
I'll get all that.
Yeah, bring
going.
up that classic soundboard. I need some before we end the show tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Anon Kun. I won't forget to smoke DMT. I need to find out where to get DMT first.
Ask Joe Rogan. He's got
Trying to
some.
lucid dream. It's dope.
Lucid Dream is fun.
Just try it every night. If you don't do it, it's okay. Just go to sleep.
Dude,
Try
my
again.
dreams are so. I'm
practice.
going to tell you, my dreams are recurring dreams where I'm in the same bizarre land location. So I can't. I mean, I sort of, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's
You
just
can do it.
like dreaming just is out of control for me. It's not a thing that my brain's too fucked up. It goes everywhere.
Try eating a spoonful of honey
That's
before
the
you go to
dumbest-
bed and
that's-
sleep.
What am I? What am I? Winnie?
no.
What am I?
You wake
Winnie
up
the
with
Pooh?
shit in your pants.
It seems.
What about this?
It
What
seems.
No,
What am I?
okay,
Some kind of
okay.
stuffed bear going around the
Where-
woods
where-
with Christopher Robin? What is
Where do
this?
you think
we
that
don't
the
know.
term Sweet Dreams comes from. Honey is supposed to.
It doesn't exist, folks.
It's supposed to
Bill.
make you be more lucid in the dream world.
Bill,
I heard this somewhere. I don't have the source right now, but I heard it somewhere. I didn't just make this up.
Bill, this is some retarded Indiana shit that was probably told to us when we were young.
no.
We need to. This is retarded Indiana shit. This isn't real. There's no way. There's no way.
Dairy Queen is not a regional restaurant chain.
It doesn't exist, folks.
Dairy Queen is national. What is going on? I love this show.
Dairy Queen is not ice cream.
Oh man, I'm gonna.
You guys want to?
It doesn't
ice
exist,
milk.
folks.
Yeah.
It's ice milk.
It's soft serve, and I'm gonna do Patreon reviews of Dairy Queen Blizzards every single day for the $50 a month tier. So you guys get that.
I'll do the next best thing.
Make sure you try the pecan turtlets, which aren't on the
Oh
menu.
man.
I'll request it.
Oh, we got some
Give me
secret
anything
menu
with
shit.
peanut butter cup in it.
Fucking Meat Mountains.
You're fired.
Hold on. I'm gonna play the fucking Meat Mountains jingle. I'm feeling good right now. If we go a little over, I don't give a fuck.
Over. There's no over.
No, there's no
While you're
over.
looking for that, I've got a hidden history fun fact you can tell your everyone at work tomorrow and look super impressive. Do you guys want to know where the phrase "mad as a hatter" came from?
Where'd it come from?
Yes.
So, "mad as a hatter" came from the mercury treatments that hat makers would use in the felt to create hats. And so "mad as a hatter" came from that profession because the inhalation and
The mercury would
exposure
make
to
you crazy.
Mercury would make you crazy.
Insane.
Oh, that is great. I like that.
That's why the Mad Hatter and Alice in Wonderland, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah?
don't have.
Thank
I
you
don't-
very much.
I don't
That's
know if
really
that's
nice.
really hidden
Thank you.
history. Although I came out, I learned that because I was researching mercury arc lamps, because apparently you can make a rather nice light bulb using a mercury arc.
You were
Who
screaming. You were
learned-
screaming "re" at your computer while you were doing this
So-
the entire time.
Was it like who was Mercury? Was it like Thomas Mercury or like Ted Mercury or something?
Who's a
Freddie
god?
Like
Mercury is
Freddie?
a god.
Freddie Mercury?
It's a
Hermes.
chemical compound.
Hermes,
It's like one of
Thoth,
the-
and
Okay.
Mercury all the same.
One of the elements. Mercury is.
Yeah, it's like, temperature,
I just
obviously.
named it
So,
after Mercury.
Freddie?
Like who was like, man, this tells the exact temperature of what it is in this room right now.
Mercury was a messenger of the gods, I think.
Who the fuck found that shit?
Hermes.
Aliens.
He was also the patron of commerce and traveling.
Yes.
I want to bust down a door and start eating your meat mountain.
Cruising with stay.
Oh,
Segment.
I got a fast food.
Grab a bite to eat while you're listening to this. It's good.
Yeah, get some burgers. Maybe a nice spread.
Yeah, a nice spread. Maybe some ribs.
Some ribs.
Cruising with stay. Health/food segment. The most health conscious podcast all along the flat earth. The most health conscious podcast all along the flat earth.
Just like I promised, right?
Fucking Meat Mountains.
I'm like, holy fuck! I want to bust down a door and start eating your meat mountain.
Play the Space is Big one. That's funny.
Oh, that one will come next. I got
good.
I got some food news. Well,
Yeah.
it's not so much food news. So on Wednesday night, I ate a hit of acid, and me and Flavor Town, we were hanging out. We played some chess, and he showed me this fucking Twitch stream of, what was it, Foodies or something?
It's called Hungry.
It's called Hungry. And we watched this man, Graham Kerr, this British chef, cook the most atrocious food ever. And I literally,
bad? Like bad cook?
Dude, It's like it's literally like a Tim and Eric sketch, but it's like
Oh
for
my
real,
God.
like in the 80s. And I died laughing so hard I had tears
Did they
running
just
down my
like
face.
throw a side of a deer into
Oh
a fire?
my God,
and then,
dude,
like,
Graham Kerr. Like I need to go and just watch Graham Kerr videos forever.
Oh my God.
You just reminded me that I met Julia Child once.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Jerry.
nice. Tell me about it.
She was taping a show at the WTTW Channel 11 PBS in Chicago.
Yep,
and my
sounds
mom got
about right.
tickets. My mom
Hell
got
yeah.
tickets, and I got to meet her. Back when I wanted
She
to be a
got to
chef.
meet you.
Yeah, she got to meet me.
Exactly.
Oh, is that a picture of Graham Kerr and Julia Child clinging wine glasses?
It sure is.
God, that is epic. That is perfection. Oh,
Julia
man.
Childs looks like a walking corpse most of the time. I mean, rest in peace.
She was CIA.
Yeah.
Was she really?
That sounds about right.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Graham Kerr
I
is
remember hearing
just
that. Dude, he's just ridiculous. Just throwing literally everything into that dish. And then just talking about allspice while he just looked like he was disgusted as he was tasting it. It's the
because
funniest thing.
it was the early '90s, so that was when like cholesterol was bad
Allspice. Oh.
and calories were bad. So that's when everyone was focused on no cholesterol, no calories. So he
Yeah,
would
and all the
basically
fat.
make
Yeah,
these,
he took all the fat
speak-
out.
Cursed.
Speaking of
Yes,
like,
he ruined Consuela's chicken dish.
speaking of salt of the decade, Lowry's seasoned salt.
What are you talking about right now, James?
I have some of that in my pantry.
Right. So everyone who knows
Put a
knows
little
who
Lowry's.
knows.
I know
Yeah,
you're putting
yeah.
a Workaholics Lowry's gift down
Lowry.
right now.
I'm like Mike Lowry.
Like Mike Lowry.
Yeah, Mike Lowry. I'm Mike Lowry. No, Lowry seasoned salt. Yeah, that's a thing. And if it's not in your cabinet, then you don't know.
Put that shit on green beans. It's good.
Yeah, man. Dude, that shit's good. That's
On
the
that
salt,
note,
that's the salt of the decade.
It can happen.
Yeah. Oh man. So okay, two things. I went to a new chain that they've been building constantly in the last like 6 months here, which spawned out of Columbus, Ohio, called Cane's Chicken Factory.
Okay.
And it, dude,
C or a chicken?
A chicken factory.
K.
I hope with a K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or Cane's Chicken something. Like basically their gimmick is like chicken strips. So, but yeah, so it's like $8 for like a 3-piece, with a side of coleslaw. And if you ever gone to DQ, and they have a great chicken basket, but it comes with like all this other shit, fries, bread, like all coleslaw, like it comes with all this other shit. That's how this place is. Phenomenal. And they have crushed ice. So anyway, so my Cane's Chicken Factory review, top notch. Not worth $8.
Oh yeah, James.
I give it a like a
This is
like
Patreon content. What are
I
you
give it
doing?
like a maybe $2, maybe $4 tops
Two?
for sure.
Maybe 4.
Not no $8, dude.
I need a 9 billion. If you got
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Oh, I got that. I got all that shit.
I got all that shit.
I got all that shit. Dude. It costs an insane amount of money. I couldn't even believe it. So
Don't believe the 5.6.
it was at least $8.
No, don't believe it.
Yeah, it was at least eight, maybe. I don't know.
$9,240,000,000.
It's a lot of money, dude. Just for chicken strips.
Dude, just for some
A
strips.
lot of
You
money,
kidding
dude.
me right now.
Yeah, and then today,
No chocolate milk.
which
with the 10.
I smelt and then I sampled. I smelt the Eggo chocolate chip.
The proper.
The Eggo. Yeah, I smelled. Smelt?
Smelt? No, I like smelled.
Smelled.
No, we'll go.
Smelt.
Smelt is like a fish.
I smelt it.
I walked up on the stank that
There you
was
go,
the
yes, that's right.
beautiness of the Eggo chocolate chip. Eggo.
A chocolate chip
waffle.
Eggo.
Yeah. So it
Interesting.
smells like a motherfucking chocolate chip cookie, but tastes like complete garbage. Don't
Yeah.
eat it.
Yeah.
Dude, I used
not
to
that
put
good.
I used
Yeah.
to just put chocolate chips on my Eggos. That's the way to do it.
Dude, then that would be better. Like it was weird. Like it smelled like a fucking like you just took fucking cookies out of the oven. I'm like, oh my god, these smell so good. I took a bite. I'm like, oh my god, this is so gross. It's so weird. It does not taste like an Eggo at all. Like
No,
I don't know. I don't know how they whiffed on that, but like.
My fat ass used to take Eggo waffles and put them in the toaster oven, and you just sprinkle some chocolate chips on them when they're in the toaster oven, so that it'll not only heat the Eggo, but it'll also melt the chocolate on top of the.
Yeah, I bet you at least had maybe.
And that's Cruising with Steak's Fat Kid Tips.
4 Eggos. You had 4, not 2.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Fat Kid Tips for the week.
2? Maybe 4?
I think it might be time to wrap this show up, you guys.
Oh, come on, man. We're just getting started, dude.
No.
Oh, dude, I'm just breaking a sweat.
Got way more fat
I'm just
boy.
breaking a sweat right now. Let's talk about that air fried chicken that Bill made
dude,
yesterday.
you know what I'm talking about, dude. Yeah.
1978.
Yeah, there was a lot of pieces of it.
Oh.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Jerry, what's going on? You got Obelisk tomorrow night, don't
drugs.
Yeah, we're going to talk to Walter Bosley about his new book.
About his new book and Mud Floods.
What's his new book anyway?
Who did you say?
It's called Confessions of a Spooky Mind.
Oh, so he's literally admitting he's a spook.
Oh, shit.
Oh, snap.
You should bring that up.
You're the most amazing guy.
Wow.
I will be nothing but respectful to
Oh,
her.
absolutely.
Of course you will.
That's not why I'm not going to call in.
People think I'm controversial, but the truth is, I'm a nice guy.
And
Nice
there it is.
guy.
Yeah, there it is.
See, Mr. Bosley, I read your book. I didn't really see anything about Tartaria, but I thought it was good anyway.
I thought that was going to be in here. What the fuck?
Yes, you left out the Mud Floods
Thank
and the
you.
resets.
When's your next book about mud floods coming out?
Exactly.
It doesn't exist, folks.
cruisingwithsteak.com/donate. Patreon.com/cruisingwithsteak. Send us some shit. Grimsteak.com.
But we don't know.
Or Gmail, Grimsteak Gmails. Send me emails.
You'll find us, dude.
You'll get it.
Or just send
It's
us
all
some feet
there.
pics.
Yeah, feet pics. We'll take
find
it. Come to the Discord. Come hang out. That's fucking cool.
Pay attention to
Pay attention
the feed
to everything.
for this exciting episode and the
happening.
next installment of the Mighty Shonen Dump.
Hell yeah, it's happening.
Splat.
Shonen Dump this weekend. We'll be coming out probably Friday.
I love my life.
I was hoping it was going to keep going.
Nope, I wanted to stop it right there.
All right.
I love my life.
I love my life. Love your life too. I love our lives. Everything's great. Cruise with Steak. We got this. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks everybody for hanging. Thanks the chats.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Nothing but love.
Meow.
Endless love. Meow. Catch you all next week. Good night. Goodbye.
Bye
Farewell.
now.
Bye.
Good night.
Started writing down a list of things to do. Number 1 on the list of things to do was to write a list of things to do. Number 2 on the list, a little more nihilist, wrote down the cake is a lie. There is no spoon. Johnny flipped out, they put him in a rubber room. Hide all your money under your mattress. You call your enemy a fascist. Somebody call an ambulance, the sky is falling. Hide all your money under your mattress. You call your enemy a fascist. Somebody call an ambulance, the sky is falling. Started to carve my initials into a 150-foot tree. Forgot who I was, where I was, cut my hand and it began to bleed. Was only looking to leave my mark in the bark in the park, now I'm in agony. I have no name, my legacy is written in the sparks in your brain. Hide all your money under your mattress. You call your enemy a fascist. Somebody call an ambulance, the sky is falling. Hide all your money under your mattress. You call your enemy a fascist. Somebody call an ambulance, the sky is falling. Johnny crumpled up, threw away his list of things to do. Instead he got to jotting down his lifeblood legacy manifesto. Live by principles of peace, mix it with charity. Don't leave the next generation a world of scarcity. Johnny wasn't a commie, he was my fellow man. Johnny wasn't a commie, he was my fellow man. Johnny wasn't a Nazi, he was a firebrand. Johnny wasn't a Nazi, he was a firebrand. Hide all your money under your mattress. You call your enemy a fascist. Somebody call an ambulance, the sky is falling. Hide all your money under your mattress. You call your enemy a fascist. Somebody call an ambulance, the sky is falling. Hide all your money under your mattress. You call your enemy a fascist. Somebody call an ambulance, the sky is falling. Hide all your money under your mattress. You call your enemy a fascist. Somebody call an ambulance, the sky is falling.